Hey guys! This is part 2 of What If Naruto Was the Heir of Hashirama. Hit like and subscribe if you like this one, and also please check the author in the description. Let's start! Chapter 5, First C Rank. It was a bright and sunny day as 5 people were walking down a road. Those 5 people were the 4 members of Team 7 and their client. They were walking in a diamond formation with Naruto in front, Sasuke on the left, Sakura on the right, Kakashi trailing behind, and Tazuna, the client, in the middle of the formation. It had been a day since leaving the village to begin their first C rank. Normally the trip to Wave would be less than a day, but with Tazuna being a civilian, they had to travel at his pace. The group walked in relative peace and silence until Naruto tripped a bit. After a light chuckle at Naruto's misfortune, Sakura posed a question. Tazuna-san, you're from Wave Country, right? After a grumble of what about it? From him, Sakura turned to Kakashi and asked, Kakashi-sensei, do they have ninjas in Wave Country? No, not in Wave Country. Though their culture and customs differ, hidden villages do exist, and as such, other ninjas as well, said Kakashi as he patted Sakura's head, messing up her perfectly groomed hair. Don't worry, there isn't any ninja combat on AC rank mission. As the group walked past a puddle in the road, Sakura visibly relaxed upon hearing that. She may have gotten stronger and better as a ninja, but she was still a little scared to face an enemy ninja. Her relaxed state changed immediately when she heard, "One down." Upon hearing those words, everyone, except a captured Kakashi, turned around to watch Kakashi be torn to shreds by 2 other ninjas. Those 2 being the demon brothers, Gozu and Meizu. Both of them had shoulder-length brown hair and dark eyes. They both wore a rebreather and poisonous gauntlet on one arm. They looked the same except Gozu had a single horn on his forehead protector and a cape, while Meizu had 2 horns and shaggy hair. The demon brothers, upon seeing the shocked states of the genin, took that moment to charge for the closet one, who was the blonde kid. However, when tying him up like the first ninja, they didn't notice the smirk on his face. 2 down, said the brothers, who became shocked when the kid shifted into mud as they tore him apart. Kawarimi, replacement, thought Gozu and Meizu as they suddenly started feeling hotter. They looked up to see the biggest fireball either brother had ever seen come falling from the sky. The heat from it was intense, and it almost seemed unreal. Genjutsu, thought Meizu as he dispelled the illusion. Upon canceling the illusion, they failed to notice that a kunai pinned their chain to a tree. Shortly after dispelling the genjutsu, Gozu received a harsh kick from the blonde, while Meizu received one from the dark-haired kid, sending them in opposite directions, snapping their chain. Despite the kicks, the brothers recovered fast enough and decided to take out their target as fast as possible and set off to deal with him. They met with the pink-haired girl and their target of Tazuna. However, when striking the 2, they were just clones, duped by some brat. Before anyone could move, Kakashi appeared and had gotten both, Gozu and Meizu, trapped under each arm. Great job, team, you all handled that perfectly. Nice, Megan, Jigoka no Jutsu, Demonic Illusion, Descending Hell Technique, Naruto. Sasuke, excellent work on breaking their chains with that kunai. And Sakura, way to get the VIP out of harm's way and even trick the enemy. Great work, my cute little genin. Tazuna, we need to talk, said Kakashi as he tied Gozu and Meizu to a tree that Sakura and Tazuna had come out from behind. These are Chunin level Miss Ninjas, said Kakashi before Gozu interrupted him. How did you react so well to us? Asked Gozu. My team and I could have killed you immediately as we knew you were there for a while. First of all, Naruto, the blonde, is a censor. When he tripped, he secretly signaled to us where you were. And even if Naruto wasn't, it hadn't rained in days. So on a nice day like this, there wouldn't be a puddle on the ground, said Kakashi as he leveled a one-eyed glare at Tazuna. We didn't kill them because I wanted to find out their target. Care to explain why 2 Chunin are trying to kill you? Our mission dictates protecting you from thugs and thieves. Ninjas are a B rank mission at least. Looks like we'll have to return home. This mission is out of our scope, finished Kakashi as he walked over to his team. Wait, said Tazuna in a pleading voice. I'm sorry I deceived you all, but I had no other way to get protection. Our country is very poor, and as a result, I can't pay for anything over AC rank. As I said before, I'm a bridge builder who's now building a bridge that'll connect Wave to the mainland, because that'll keep us away from the shipping industry's monopoly in Gato. Gato is an evil man, who has a stranglehold on the economy of Wave by controlling the shipping industry and raising costs for those trying to move products. He makes life hell for anyone in Wave because of it. Please, I beg of you, please help me, because, without that bridge, things will only get worse. Kakashi looked indifferent at Tazuna's plea. Sasuke and Sakura felt bad for him, but Kakashi-sensei did say it was too difficult for them. Naruto was sobbing anime tears after Tazuna's plea. Naruto couldn't help it. The other 3 members of Team 7 had gotten used to Naruto's affliction. He was a sucker for sob stories and even Kakashi's excuses for being late. How is Naruto so strong? Thought Sasuke as he looked at Naruto crying his eyes out. Before Kakashi could stop him, Naruto spoke with conviction when he said, "Don't worry, old man, we'll continue the mission. We'll kick Gato's ass, save your country, and look awesome while doing it, or my name's not Naruto." Tazuna looked hopeful after hearing Naruto speak. Kakashi just let out a sigh. They could have gone home and done something else. But since Sasuke and Sakura looked more into continuing, he kinda had to go now. "Well, it seems we are going, but I expect full payment when you get the necessary funds for whatever the mission ends up being, understood?" said Kakashi to Tazuna. After a thank you and a yes from Tazuna, Team 7 continued their now B-rank mission. Several hours later, Team 7 and Tazuna had finally hit the home stretch of their journey. After crossing a huge body of water and Tazuna's slightly built bridge, they were nearing Tazuna's house. However, Naruto sensed a presence to the left and immediately flung a kunai directed toward it. Kakashi, who had felt the same thing, went to investigate. Upon noticing a snow rabbit, Sakura hounded Naruto for almost killing the cutest rabbit ever. Naruto immediately fell into a depression from Sakura's scolding. While that was going on, Kakashi realized that the bunny was a replacement, and was on high alert. "Get down!" said Kakashi as Naruto grabbed Sakura before ducking. Sasuke grabbed Tazuna and brought him to the ground as Kakashi ducked his head. Had they have been a second late, a large, spinning sword would have cut them in half. The sword continued over their heads as it smashed into a tree. Suddenly, a man appeared standing on the handle of the sword, looking down on the group. This man was tall and had a muscular frame with pale skin. He had short, spiky black hair, brown eyes, and small eyebrows. Bandages covered the lower half of his face like a mask. He wore his forehead protector sideways around his head and was shirtless with only a belt around his chest that held his sword on his back. He also was wearing baggy pants with the striped pattern typical of Kirigakure and pneumatic wrist warmers extending up to his elbows, with matching leg warmers. The man then spoke. No wonder the demon brothers failed. They were facing the copy ninja, Kakashi Hatake, also known as Sharingan no Kakashi. Sharingan no Kakashi? Does that mean, thought Sasuke as he saw Kakashi stand up. Zabuza Momochi, also known as the Kirigakure no Kijin, demon of the hidden mist, said Kakashi as if he was uninterested in him. "Well, I have to ask, what do you want?" "Nothing too big, just the old man's head." "If you give him up, I won't kill you all," said Zabuza with an equally as carefree tone. Kakashi rose a hand to his forehead protector as he said, "Protect the bridge builder with your lives. Form a manji formation around him, and don't join this fight as it's out of your league. He's a jonin just like me." Finished Kakashi as he team did as instructed with Naruto in front, Sasuke on his left, and Sakura on the right. "I believe I'll need to use this against you," said Kakashi as he lifted his forehead protector to show a 3-tomo Sharingan in his left eye. This got varied reactions. Sakura was wondering if Kakashi was an Uchiha. Naruto's deduced that Kakashi had it all along since he could give tips to Sasuke about it, and wasn't shocked at the revelation. Sasuke was an internal wreck. How did Kakashi acquire a Sharingan? He was no Uchiha. He shouldn't have that eye, it's a birthright. Sasuke had some questions for Kakashi. "Oh, the Sharingan so soon, I'm honored." "Well, let's get to this," said Zabuza as he vanished to appear on top of the lake with his huge sword in tow. He landed with his left hand extended upwards while holding a half-ram seal with his right hand. "Kirigakure no Jutsu, hidden in the mist technique," said Zabuza as a heavy mist blanketed the area. The mist was so thick that it hid Kakashi from his genin. 8 choices: liver, lungs, spine, jugular vein, carotid artery, brain, kidneys, or heart. "Which do you want to die by?" said Zabuza with a disembodied voice that seemed to come from every direction. Everyone in the area immediately reacted to Zabuza's killing intent as it placated the area. Tazuna nearly crapped himself. He was Zabuza's direct target, and only a civilian, not trained to handle fear like a ninja, would be able to. Sakura grew scared out of her mind but believed that Kakashi-sensei would save them. Naruto seemed calm on the outside, but inwardly he was sweating slightly. Sasuke seemed the most panicked. Zabuza's killing intent brought back memories of Itachi and that night. He even pulled out a kunai to end it before Zabuza got the chance. Don't worry, Sasuke, said Kakashi with an eye smile as he put his hands in the ram's seal and a shroud of blue chakra surrounded him. That maneuver cleared the area around him in a 15-foot diameter, clearing the mist from his team so they could see him. I promise to protect you guys with my life. Nothing bad will happen. Sure about that? Questioned Zabuza in the middle of the Manji formation. He was ready to sever all the heads of everyone in the formation until Kakashi immediately stopped him with a kunai to the stomach. Zabuza became shocked for a second until he turned into water. Mizu Bunshin, water clone. Thought Kakashi in a panic as Zabuza appeared behind him and promptly sliced him half. Zabuza's grinning face didn't last long as he realized he sliced a Mizu Bunshin. It's over, said Kakashi as he ready to slit Zabuza's throat with a kunai if he moved. Kakashi wasn't ready for another Zabuza to appear behind him and the one in front of him to dissolve into water. I'm not that easy to take down, said Zabuza as he swung to cleave Kakashi in half. Kakashi ducked the swing and put his hands up to block the follow-up kick from Zabuza that sent him sailing into the water. Zabuza smirked when he realized Kakashi was staying in the water and performed a shunshin to appear above him. This water is so heavy. Oh no! Thought Kakashi urgently, but it was too late. Zabuza had already completed the hand seals for his jutsu and Kakashi found himself trapped in a sphere of water. Suetun, Suiro no Jutsu, water style, water prison technique, said Zabuza, creating a dome of water that immobilized Kakashi completely. Zabuza then created another water clone as he looked at the remaining people. Kakashi, I'm going to allow you to watch me kill your students and client before I kill you, stated Zabuza as his clone stalked toward the genin slowly. Run! Get out of here! Leave me, protect the client, said Kakashi before Naruto interrupted him. Why should we run? Said Naruto as he readied to fight. First of all, the first thing you taught was to never abandon your comrades. I am not worse than scum. And secondly, if we ran, what's to say a Jonin wouldn't find us, so we'd have to deal with him anyway. So why not fight him now? Sakura, stay with Tazuna. Sasuke, you ready to do this? Said Naruto as Sasuke activated his Sharingan, signaling he was ready. Naruto started by flinging several shurikens at the real Zabuza that his clone in front blocked. Any shuriken that passed the clone Zabuza blocked himself with his free hand. It seems that he can't remove his hand from his jutsu or move for that matter as it would probably disrupt it and cause it to disperse. We'll aim for that, we need Kakashi. Thought Naruto quickly as he and Sasuke charged in to engage Zabuza in taijutsu. Zabuza's clone began to chuckle as he was easily defending against the two brats. After a minute, he got bored with defending and violently kicked Sasuke away and ready to slice the other one but saw him backpedaling rapidly. He noticed that he was going through a few hand seals. Doton, Doryuden, Earth Style, Earth Dragon Bullet, thought Naruto as he spat out some mud that quickly rose to form a huge dragon's head. The dragon proceeded to fire off several bullets of mud at the Zabuza clone, which he blocked with his huge sword. However, upon blocking the last bullet, he noticed that the blonde had disappeared and the Uchiha brat was standing in front of him wielding a Fuma Shuriken. Sasuke held the shuriken in his hand and opened it up fully and ready to fling it. As Sasuke let it go, Zabuza's clone noticed that it wasn't headed for him but rather Zabuza in the back. Zabuza chuckled as he easily caught the shuriken. His chuckle disappeared as he noticed another shuriken headed toward him that had been hidden in the shadow of the first. Zabuza jumped over the shuriken in an impressive display of agility. Too easy, said Zabuza in a snobbish tone. He wasn't ready for the shuriken to poof and turn into the blonde-haired kid, who flung a kunai at him. The kunai was perfectly aimed as it required him to move his arm out of the way lest he take a high-speed kunai to the arm. Despite moving, the kunai still nicked his cheek. Naruto got behind Zabuza as he had used a henge, transformation, to change into that second shuriken that Sasuke tossed to outwit Zabuza. Naruto was standing on the water when he noticed Zabuza become enraged and look at him with a murderous glare. As he was ready to fire the still-held Fuma Shuriken back at Naruto, an incredibly serious Kakashi blocked that attempt. Great job, Naruto and Sasuke. That was an ingenious plan and I couldn't be prouder, said Kakashi as he still held his glare towards Zabuza. Heh, I got distracted and let go of my jutsu, big deal, said Zabuza trying to downplay that two genin outwitted him. Don't flatter yourself, you were forced to drop it, said Kakashi as he batted away the shuriken in Zabuza's hand. Zabuza jumped away from Kakashi, who mirrored him, and went through a plethora of hand seals that Kakashi was executing at the same time and speed of him. They even shouted Suetun, Suryuden no Jutsu, water style, water dragon bullet technique, at the same time as two huge water dragons appeared and cancelled each other out when they clashed. How did that happen? The Sharingan allows the user to copy and recreate what the other is doing, but we finished at the same time. What's going on? Thought Zabuza as he went through a few hand seals for another jutsu, but stopped when he noticed himself standing behind Kakashi. What? Thought Zabuza when he saw Kakashi go through hand seals for the jutsu he was about to use. Suetun, Daibakufu no Jutsu, water style, great waterfall technique, said Kakashi as a huge torrent of water crashed into Zabuza and sent him careening into a tree. As soon as he hit the tree, 4 kunai from Kakashi pinned Zabuza's arms and legs to the tree. How are you doing that? Can you? Said Zabuza before Kakashi interrupted him. See the future? Yes, and your future is death, said Kakashi as he walked over to Zabuza to finish the job, but 2 Saban needles struck Zabuza before Kakashi could get to him. You were right, came the voice of a hunter nin that suddenly appeared. He is dead, and I thank you for weakening my target as I've chased him for a long time. The hunter nin grabbed Zabuza's arm and placed it over his head. Allow me to dispose of this body elsewhere so your genins don't have to watch, finished the hunter nin as he disappeared in a swirl of mist. Well anyway, said Kakashi back to his bored, uninterested tone as if he just didn't fight to the death just now. He covered his left eye back up and said, Tazuna, we're almost to your house, right? After a nod from Tazuna, Kakashi gave an eye smile and finished with, Great. Naruto, you're on carrying duty. Naruto looked confused at first until he saw his sensei collapse. Sakura ran over and performed a diagnostic jutsu. She determined that he was only experiencing chakra exhaustion and that he'd be fine in a couple of days. With that, Naruto picked up Kakashi piggyback style and they continued on their way to Tazuna's house. Eventually, right before they made it, Naruto voiced his concerns. Zabuza's still alive. Chapter 6 Wave. Arriving at Tazuna's house that night, Team 7's exhaustion was clear from today's events. Tazuna's house had him, his beautiful daughter, Tsunami, and his young grandson, Inari, all in the same tiny home. His home was very warm and inviting as they all rested for the night after their long day of traveling and fighting. The following morning, Kakashi was left at home to recover from his chakra exhaustion. Upon awaking, Kakashi confirmed Naruto's concerns about Zabuza being alive. Though Kakashi assured Naruto it would take Zabuza at least a week to recover from his injuries given during their fight. So for the day, the rest of Team 7 followed Tazuna to the bridge to protect him. It was an uneventful day until that night back at Tazuna's house during dinner. You're all going to die, you know, said Tazuna's grandson in a matter-of-fact tone. The comment came out of nowhere and everyone in the room became surprised by his sudden announcement. Naruto was the first to respond. No, we're not. I'm too awesome to die before becoming Hokage, and so is my team. Gato's going to murder you all for trying to stop him. Just like Kaiza, shouted Inari as he teared up remembering Kaiza, the first to stand up to Gato and was killed for it. No, I doubt it very seriously. We'll protect your grandfather with our lives. Just you watch, kid, said Naruto with a smile, which also got a smile from Tazuna. Stop smiling. You don't know what pain is. You don't know suffering. You've probably lived a cozy life in that ninja village of yours, said Inari as he gasped seeing Naruto's happy demeanor do a 180. Listen, so what, your life is bad now? Get over it. People have had it worst. You still have a mother and grandfather who love and take care of you. A warm house to live in and a meal every night. You have no clue what it's like to suffer. The stark shift in Naruto was mind-boggling to everyone there. He was normally such a pleasure to be around but currently was cold and apathetic. I know a guy who lost his whole family in one night to his older brother, whom he admired. He was only 6. There's also a guy whom his entire village hated him for something out of his control, where his existence has been ignored since being born. But you know what? They didn't mope all day long. They got up and did something about it, so they can move forward in their lives. Naruto then put his utensils down as he stood up from the table. Sensei, I need to blow off some steam. I'll be in the forest training. Naruto vanished in a poof of smoke as he left the home. It was quiet for a few moments after he left until Sakura spoke up. Kakashi-sensei, the first person Naruto was talking about was Sasuke-kun, right? Who is the other one? The other one is Naruto. What? He always seemed so happy. How could he have had a terrible life like that? Indeed, he was Sakura. Naruto had a pretty rough life until the Hokage personally stepped in. He's done so much to gain the village's love, but it's hard to change people's viewpoints. Naruto can change a person's viewpoint easily, but people are a different story. Maybe one day that will change, though it has gotten better in recent years, said Kakashi as he wanted his genin to wonder what it was. What could Naruto be hated for? thought Sasuke as before he remembered to ask Kakashi about his Sharingan. Next morning with Naruto, the following morning was absolutely beautiful in Wave Country. Naruto had stayed out all night and fallen asleep from his training session. He was snoring heavily as he laid sprawled out on the forest floor. An extremely beautiful girl in a pink dress with long black hair and chocolate brown eyes walked into the clearing Naruto was occupying. Upon noticing Naruto snoring, she decided to wake him up. That almost proved fatal as Naruto woke up and pinned her down underneath him with a kunai at her throat. "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to attack you. It's just this country has a bad crime rate," said Naruto with a smile as he put his kunai away and removed himself. "Such pretty eyes," thought the girl before noticing his hand out. She took it and was helped into a stand. "Oh, it's fine, I understand completely. Wave is a pretty violent place. My name is Haku, nice to meet you." "Naruto, a pleasure to meet you, Haku. What are you doing here all alone? You said you knew how dangerous this place was," said Naruto, confused at the girl's logic. "Oh, my friend needs medical attention and there are some herbs around here that can help him." "Want to help me pick them?" asked Haku with a small smile. "Of course, just tell me which ones, and I'll get them for you," said Naruto, reciprocating the smile. Haku pointed out a few plants as Naruto began to grab them and place them in Haku's basket. Eventually, Haku popped a question. "Are you a ninja? Why do you ask?" "Because I noticed your forefinger was suited for combat like a ninja's," said Haku. She tried to say forehead protector until she noticed I didn't have mine on. "I took it off last night so I wouldn't be recognized," thought Naruto as he said. "There are plenty of people with bodies like mine who are just regular civilians, but yes, I am one." "I thought so. Do you have something precious to protect?" "I believe true strength comes from wanting to protect those precious to you," said Haku, fondly thinking about her own precious person, the one in need of medical attention. "I do, my village and my friends are all precious to me and I'll protect them with my life. But you should know something, Haku. We have to face an extremely powerful foe named Zabuza. He's trying to kill us," said Naruto as Haku gasped. "But don't worry. We already found him and my team is about to kill him now," said Naruto as he was watching Haku with a critical gaze. Upon seeing Haku stiffen slightly, Naruto knew he had her. "I wish. If only it were that easy," said Naruto as Haku relaxed at the news. "True, Naruto-kun. Thank you for your help, but I need to get this back to my friend," said Haku with another smile. Before fully disappearing, Haku turned around and said, "Oh, and by the way, I'm a boy." Naruto never even reacted to the shocking news as he said, "No, you're not. I'm a ninja, remember? I notice you have on chest bindings to hide your figure. Let's not forget when we first met, and I had you pinned underneath me. My leg was in your business. Either you have a weird boy part, or that was a lady part one pressed into," said Naruto, still smiling. Haku had the decency to blush upon realizing that they were that close at first. "Seems I can't fool you. Either way, I need to go now. I hope to see you in the future, Naruto-kun," said Haku as she began walking away again. "Tell Zabuza I said hi," said Naruto as Haku froze in place. "I know you're that hunter Nin. You fooled us all back there with that trick. I could have killed you earlier with that kunai and been done with it, but I didn't want to kill such a beautiful girl like yourself, especially when I can't sense you'll want to kill me or my friends, even when I said we killed Zabuza. So please don't ruin this chance, don't come back for the old man and that'll be the end of it. We could even become friends, but," said Naruto as he took on a more serious face, "if you come to kill the old man or my friends again, you or Zabuza, I will not hesitate to beat you to a pulp," said Naruto as he walked away. Haku stood still. Naruto figured everything from just a few minutes. He had easily deduced who she was and everything. He could have killed her when he first pounced on her, and there was nothing she could have done about it. Figured out she was a girl, sensed her lack of wanting to kill someone, her clever cover blown after a few seconds of meeting him. She had to tell Zabuza about this troubling news. 6 days later, the week had passed with no incidents. Kakashi had recovered a few days ago and began accompanying his genin to the bridge. Today would be the day that Zabuza would strike. However, Naruto wasn't there. Naruto had asked to stay home as he thought Gato would attack Tsunami to get to Tazuna. Naruto was proven right when he heard a scream and immediately set off to find out why. Naruto landed atop a building. Upon looking over the building, Naruto saw Tsunami tied up by a rope and Inari being held down by a tall man. That man was carrying a sword and another accompanied him, also carrying a sword. Naruto deemed it necessary that he should take care of this as fast as possible before something bad happened. Naruto placed his hands in the tiger hand seal and thought, "Nien Shouja no Jutsu, Temple of Nirvana technique. The thugs were laughing as it was too easy to take the bridge builder's family. Even those ninjas would stop when they noticed the hostages. Their laughing ended with a yawn when they began to notice white feathers floating down. They looked confused for a second until they both passed out into a deep slumber. Tsunami and Inari grew confused. What just happened? Why did those goons just fall asleep? Their questions became answered when Naruto landed in between them. Told you I'm awesome. Now I have to go help my friends as they will need me, said Naruto as he went through 4 hand seals and ended in the ram seal. IWA Bunshin no Jutsu, rock clone technique, said Naruto as 4 pieces of rock peeled off Naruto's body and formed into 4 Narutos. My clones will keep you safe until it is all over. Inari, if they need it, help protect your mom. It's time to stop moping, you need to become the next Kaizo around here, said Naruto as he vanished with a shunshin, leaving only an afterimage behind. Tazuna's bridge. At the bridge, a battle had broken out almost as soon as they arrived. Kakashi had gone off to face Zabuza. Sakura was left guarding Tazuna as Sasuke went in to face the Hunter Nin. Sasuke was dismantling the Hunter Nin in Taijutsu. He had a clear advantage in that aspect with his Sharingan. You're good and fast. Your eyes allow you to adjust perfectly in the middle of a battle. Impressive. However, I wonder if your body can keep up with my true speed, said the Hunter Nin as she placed her hands in a unique hand seal. A thin sheet of ice appeared in between Sasuke and the faux Hunter Nin as she said, Makio Hyosho, demonic ice mirrors. Sasuke soon found himself trapped in a dome of 21 identical ice mirrors. He then saw the Hunter Nin step into one of the mirrors and appear in all the mirrors. After a moment, Sasuke had to dodge a barrage of Saban needles. Sasuke still managed to get hit by several Saban though, 2 in the shoulder and 4 in his leg. Sasuke stood up and determined that fire trumps ice, so he was going to melt the mirrors. Katan, Gokaku no Jutsu, fire style, great fireball technique, said Sasuke as he sent a huge torrent of fire into one of the mirrors. He became surprised when the mirror was only lightly melted at the corners though. The mirror then regenerated right before his eyes. That level of jutsu will do you no justice here, said the Hunter Nin as she pulled out more Saban to toss at Sasuke. I need to end this fight quickly. This jutsu is very chakra taxing and he already proved he can keep up by dodging that first attack. Before I get tired and slow down, I need to put him down, thought Haku as she was ready to end Sasuke. Haku fired an unavoidable amount of Saban at Sasuke that would surely finish him. I'm sorry Naruto-kun, but I follow Zabuza-sama's wishes, thought Haku sadly as she knew Sasuke would meet his end. That was all for naught as a flash of yellow appeared in her ice mirrors. Naruto appeared with his hands clasped together as he thought, Futon, Daitapa, wind style, great breakthrough. A sudden gust of wind appeared and blew all the Saban away. You okay, Sasuke? Asked Naruto with his eyes locked on Haku. Or at least her reflection. HN, said Sasuke as he continued with, these mirrors are tough. My fire does not affect them. We might have been able to break one if you had stayed outside, but it's too late for that now. She's too fast to let you out of here without a fight. Hello, Naruto-kun. It seems your arrival is very untimely, but you're in my domain now, and here I reign supreme, said Haku as she continued to send out Saban after Saban. Naruto and Sasuke were dodging them with ease as Haku had to split up her targets. Eventually, Naruto got tired of dodging and decided to end the fight. Haku, it's over, said Naruto as he flared his chakra. The effect was instantaneous. The area inside of Haku's jutsu cracked as well as the mirrors. All the fighting stopped immediately at the display of raw power. Sakura was feeling the sheer power behind the chakra and hoped it was on her side as she couldn't see through the mist. Kakashi and Zabuza both stopped at the feeling of the chakra. Kakashi grew scared thinking the Kyuubi was breaking out. That turned into awe as he realized it was only Naruto. Zabuza grew concerned for Haku inwardly. He knew Haku wouldn't be able to handle such power. He was doubting if he could. Sasuke stared in disbelief at Naruto. He had never seen this from Naruto. After 3 years of training together and being friends, Naruto still had tricks. It was during that moment that Sasuke realized the gap between him and Naruto was still too big, if not bigger. Naruto was amazing. Haku stared shocked when she saw Naruto flare his chakra. It had cracked all of her mirrors from just chakra presence alone. The kind, gentle look and the pretty violet eyes from yesterday were gone. The coldest, violet eyes replaced them with an equally chilling glare. He just broke her jutsu in mere moments. It seemed he was serious about beating her to a pulp if she came. Sasuke shoot a fireball at 10 o'clock, said Naruto as Sasuke flew through the hand seals and breathed out another huge fireball without hesitation. Haku knew that even in their cracked state, her mirrors could stand to Sasuke's attack. She wasn't ready to see an entire corner of her dome obliterated by Sasuke's jutsu. How? Asked a shocked Haku. Katan, Choshinsei, Fire Style, Supernova. It's a beautiful collaboration jutsu of Sasuke's fireball and my great breakthrough. It's pretty powerful, and now we know this fight is over, said Naruto as he channeled a bit of Kurama's chakra and vanished in front of the mirror Haku was in. Haku had no time to gasp as she attempted to speed to another mirror, but her leg got caught by Naruto. Naruto then proceeded to swing her around and smash her through the mirror she just came out of. She skidded across the ground a bit until she managed to backflip back up. Upon landing on her feet, a fist met her chin, a powerful fist from Naruto sending her even further back. Naruto had performed a shunshin and appeared in Haku's face, and upon her looking up, Naruto landed a debilitating blow on her. He knew he smashed her mask because he channeled chakra into that fist. A lot of it, from him and Kurama. She wouldn't be getting up for a little while after that. He walked over to Haku and took a knee next to her prone form. Why, Haku? Why would you work for Zabuza when he's trying to damn a whole country by killing a bridge builder for an evil man? You're not like this, so why go so far? Asked Naruto sadly. Zabuza gave me purpose. I was an orphan when he found me. He trained me to be his tool, and I have failed him. I am broken and no longer of use to my master. I cannot further aid my master in his goal of taking down Kirigakure's Yondaime Mizukage to keep him from killing off all the bloodline users in my home. Zabuza isn't that bad to do that, Naruto-kun. Zabuza-sama feels his home is more important to him than this country's. I'm sure you'd do the same for Konoha, said Haku as she then looked up at Naruto with a pleading look. Please kill me. Naruto grew shocked to hear what Zabuza's real goal was. Naruto thought Zabuza was just out to earn some money and didn't care about the people he affected by doing so. But after hearing Haku's answer, Naruto found a solution to solve all of this. No, Haku-chan, I can't kill my friends. Besides, if you died here, you'd never get back to helping your homeland with Zabuza. Now get your pretty little buns up. We have to go save your sensei before Kakashi kills him, said Naruto as he offered Haku a hand. Haku was speechless as the kind, gentle eyes she had met came back again. Her body felt rejuvenated after looking into them. Haku took Naruto's hand, blushing slightly from Naruto's warmth, and set off with him to find Zabuza. Sasuke stood in disbelief. Was I just forgotten? How the hell does Naruto know that Hunter Nin's name? And she's a girl? I would have been defeated by a girl if Naruto hadn't come? I need to train harder. I won't let Naruto stay so far ahead of me, thought Sasuke. With Zabuza and Kakashi, Kakashi had just trapped Zabuza in an awkward position. Zabuza had 9 dogs attached to him all over his body and was at Kakashi's complete mercy at the moment. Kakashi had just told Zabuza about showing him his only original jutsu when a yellow flash appeared in between them. Yo sensei, said Naruto as Haku appeared a few moments after him. Hello, Naruto. It seems you've reached a compromise with Zabuza's help. Care to explain? Said Kakashi as his dogs still held firm to Zabuza. Naruto replied, Well, I came in to save Sasuke, though I'm sure he could have won if the match lasted longer. I defeated Haku, and she told me about Zabuza's goal. Zabuza's actually fighting for a good cause. He wants to end the reign of the Yondaime Mizukage. Finished Naruto as Kakashi looked incredulously at Zabuza. I thought he was just doing this for money. It seems Zabuza does fight for good, thought Kakashi, even though he thought that his dogs were still holding down Zabuza. So what are you saying we should do, Naruto? Asked Kakashi. I say we let them go after Tazuna completes the bridge. Killing them now would be unnecessary as it's clear they can't defeat us, said Naruto as he trailed off when he felt over 250 chakra signatures approaching the bridge. Haku and Zabuza stared at Naruto until Kakashi said, Censor. Must feel someone coming. Upon hearing that, Zabuza and Haku both looked in the direction that Naruto was. About a minute later, a group of about 250 people appeared with a short man in front clapping. Gato, what are you doing here? Said Zabuza, still with Kakashi's ninja dog pack on him. It seems the demon of the mist was a farce in the end. I knew you couldn't complete the mission. And even if you had, I would have killed you anyway. What do I look like paying a punk like you? So I waited until you all tired yourselves out, and now I'm going to have my men dispose of all of you, including the bridge builder, said Gato as he laughed. It seems we are no longer enemies, Kakashi, said Zabuza as Kakashi nodded and his ninja dogs dispelled in a poof. Zabuza was still pretty roughed up though, and couldn't use his arms at the moment. He looked at Naruto and said, Hey kid, spare a kunai? Naruto looked at Zabuza for a moment until he said, "Sure, as long as I get to use your sword." Zabuza chuckled at Naruto's naivety. He wouldn't be able to pick up that sword, and even if he could, he wouldn't have the strength to use it. "Sure, whatever, kid, I just need it back after we're done," said Zabuza as he caught Naruto's kunai in his teeth. Kakashi lowered his headband back down as he wouldn't need it for this fight. Haku also stepped up by Zabuza's side as she was willing to take out a few. Sasuke appeared on Kakashi's side as well, believing he might as well take his frustration out on something, and Gato brought the perfect opportunity. In the middle, wielding the Kubikuri Bocho, decapitating carving knife, was Naruto. Naruto had to channel some of Kurama's chakra to augment his strength just so he could wield it. It felt so good in his hands. Looking to his right and seeing Zabuza and Haku, then to his left to see Kakashi and Sasuke, Naruto smirked. "Let's go wild." 2 days later. How did Zabuza kill the most people and even Gato with no arms? "That's outrageous," said Naruto as he was reminiscing about the battle at the bridge a few days ago. "I'm good like that, kid, I'm good like that," said Zabuza. "Well, Kakashi, it seems me and Haku are done from doing this type of business. Maybe we will go and see how Kiri is doing since it's been almost a decade since I left. The Bloodline Rebels may have an organized front we can join." Kakashi nodded as he had heard all about Kiri's internal issues. "Until next time, Zabuza, hopefully on friendlier terms," said Kakashi as he waved goodbye. Zabuza then turned to Naruto and said, "Kid, you could have let us be killed. But you didn't, and for that I say, you suck as a ninja," said Zabuza as he looked shocked to see Naruto slump over and fall into a terrible depression. "Could this kid not take a joke? But you're a hell of a person and I'm glad to call you a friend. Thank you for giving us the chance to live. Maybe one day I'll teach you how to use a sword. Just ask and I'll try to arrange something. Until then, don't be such a punk ass," said Zabuza as he fist bumped Naruto. "Naruto-kun. Thank you so much, I don't know what would have happened. I could have died, Zabuza-sama could have died. But none of that happened, because you're such a forgiving person. Thank you for the chance we didn't deserve. I hope to see you in the future sometime," said Haku as she got bold and hugged Naruto. "So warm," thought Haku, "and I the same. See you later, Haku. And kick some ass in the war," said Naruto as they broke apart and waved goodbye. As Naruto watched them walk away, he turned around to see his team halfway down the path already. "Guys, wait up. My team shows me no love," said Naruto, crying as he raced to catch his teammates. As he was trying to reach his team, Naruto didn't get to hear the naming of Tazuna's bridge. The Great Naruto Bridge, in honor of the most recent hero of Wave. Chapter 7, Chunin Exams, the first task. Time skip 2 months. It had been an eventful 2 months for Team 7. They had gone on 5 more C-rank missions and even a B-rank. 3 of their C-ranks were simply escorting missions, no ninja contact like the Wave mission. The other 4 were eradicating bandit camps, with 1 having a few missing ninjas, making it their first B-rank. Normally a ninja's first kill would haunt them, but Kakashi dealt with it perfectly. Before their first kill, Kakashi had acquired 3 of the cutest baby birds he could find. He then handed each of his students 1 bird. Naruto, Sakura, and even Sasuke became mesmerized by the 3 birds' cuteness. They knew they wouldn't want anything to ever harm them, they were theirs forever. However, Kakashi told them to kill their bird, or it was D ranks for life. With heavy hearts, except for Sasuke who acted indifferent on the outside, Team Kakashi silently killed their baby bird. Needless to say, either genin became haunted when they killed during their bandit eradication missions. They had succeeded in all of their missions with great efficiency and minimal injuries. Team 7's genin also progressed individually during that time span. Sakura had progressed mainly in medical ninjutsu. She could heal light injuries with ease now and became a very important member of Team 7, more so than ever due to her abilities as a medic. Sasuke progressed as well. Sasuke had strengthened his taijutsu some more by getting faster because he still wanted and needed his body to catch up to his eyes, mainly because Naruto still exploited that fact in their spars. Sasuke had also honed his fire release and Sharingan genjutsu. He tried hard to gain the 3rd tomo in his eyes, but they hadn't come yet. Naruto had done amazing in the 2 months. Tenzo had finally made contact with him again since Team 7 became Team 7 right after his coming back from Wave. As a result, he taught Naruto the jutsu that made Hashirama so great, Kakuan Niten Suishu, 10th Edict of Enlightenment. The power to tame tailed beasts. The technique used the power of Mokutan to forcibly suppress a tailed beast's power. Tenzo showed Naruto the jutsu for when he ever came across another Jinchuriki or Bijou. Naruto had learned the jutsu by the end of the first month and was only getting better at it. Not only had he learned that jutsu, but Naruto's speed at using the Shunshin had also finally reached an incomparable level. He had gotten it down to no need for hand seals and could use it against opponents in battle. Kakashi still could keep pace easily, but that was because he was an elite Jonin. Chunin and below would have trouble with Naruto's speed increase. Kakashi knew his team was easily Chunin exam material. Naruto was a sure-fired Chunin, maybe Jonin for that matter. Sasuke was at least a Chunin as well. It'd take some luck for Sakura, but he was positive his team could handle the exams. As a result, his team received his recommendation for the exams tomorrow. Several hours later, after receiving his form from Kakashi, Naruto decided to eat at his favorite restaurant. After his fill of ramen, Naruto began to walk out of Ichiraku's and head nowhere in particular. Naruto was walking alone, so he thought. He chuckled slightly when he noticed a rock was following him. A perfectly square rock, with 2 eye holes in it. Upon recognizing the chakra signature and sensing 2 more within it, Naruto decided to talk to his followers. "Come on, Konohamaru. I know you can do better than that," said Naruto. After he finished, the rock came flying off as a huge plume of smoke billowed out. As it cleared, it revealed Konohamaru and 2 other children his age. The kid to Konohamaru's right was a boy with short, brown hair and black eyes. He wore round glasses and had an ever-present drip of snot from his nose. He wore a simple blue t-shirt that zipped up the middle, a pair of brown pants, sandals, and a pair of blue wristbands to represent his membership in the Konohamaru Ninja Squad. The kid to Konohamaru's left was a girl with orange hair, tied up by 2 red elastic bands, into 2 very large pigtails and a perpetual blush on her cheeks. She also wears a red tank top over a pink t-shirt layered at the bottom. Her pants are gray and she wears the traditional ninja sandals. She also wears a pair of blue wristbands to honor Naruto as a member of the Konohamaru Ninja Squad. Naruto had given Konohamaru his blue wristbands one day when he visited him. Ever since, Konohamaru had donned them and seemed to acquire 2 more members. Impressive. Konohamaru spoke up upon the smoke dissipating. "Told you he was amazing. Guys, this is Naruto. Boss, this is Udan and Moegi. We are the Konohamaru Ninja Squad." Finished Konohamaru with a pose of authority. "Hi, I'm Moegi and it's nice to meet you, Naruto-san. Konohamaru has told us great things about you," said Moegi with a smile and a deeper blush as she noticed Naruto smiling back. "He's hunky," thought Moegi looking Naruto up and down. "I'm Udan. It's nice to meet you." "Oh no, I screwed up," said Udan, ashamed at his first time talking to Naruto. "Boss, come play ninja with us. You haven't played with me since the Konohamaru Ninja Squad became a squad." "Playing ninja, Naruto? I thought being a ninja stopped you from pretending to be a ninja," said Sakura as she had come over when she spotted Naruto. "Oh hey, Sakura-chan. There's nothing wrong with playing ninja. Plus Konohamaru's better than most of my opponents," said Naruto when he noticed Konohamaru had his pinky held up. "Boss, is that your girlfriend?" said Konohamaru. Naruto laughed when he realized what Konohamaru meant with that pinky. "Oh, probably not. Since you're laughing, I'd laugh at that hair. I mean, who has pink hair? Does she dye it?" "What a weirdo," finished Konohamaru as he was hit by a vicious killing intent. Konohamaru looked up to see Sakura seething. Naruto whispered in Konohamaru's ear, "Run." Not needing to get told twice, he took off in a full sprint. Sakura was in hot pursuit as she rounded the corner Konohamaru just took. Upon doing so, she noticed Konohamaru bumped into someone. "Ouch, I'm sorry, sir. I was running and wasn't paying attention to where I was going," said Konohamaru, as he then found himself picked up by his collar. "Watch where you're going, punk," said the older boy, grabbing Konohamaru. He had black eyes and purple facial paint on. He was clad in a black, baggy, full bodysuit with a red and yellow circle on the front. He also wears a black hood that covered his head completely and had cat-like ears and his forehead protector on his forehead. "Stop it, Kankuro, he already said sorry." "Leave him alone," said a teal-eyed girl with sandy, blonde hair and 4 ponytails. She was wearing a single light purple-colored, off-the-shoulder garment that extended to halfway down her thighs, with a scarlet sash tied around her waist. In addition to incorporating fishnet worn over her shoulders and legs, specifically on her right calf and her left thigh, she also wore her black forehead protector around her neck. "No, Temari, I plan to teach this punk a lesson," said Kankuro as he readied a fist. Sakura was going to speak up until Naruto appeared beside her in a shunshin. "Excuse me, sir, I would recommend putting him down," said Naruto. "Yeah, what are you going to do about it, Blondie?" said Kankuro as he turned his head to look at Naruto. Naruto gasped as he said, "Oh my, I'm sorry, miss. I thought you were a boy at first." Temari chuckled slightly as Kankuro blurted out, "What the hell are you talking about? I'm a guy." "Then why the hell are you wearing all that makeup?" said Naruto, causing Temari to laugh a little harder. "It's war paint, not makeup." "Why does everyone say that?" asked Kankuro before he was hit by a rock. That shocked him enough to drop Konohamaru, who immediately dashed for Naruto. "Konohamaru, I don't think you need to stay here now, go on home," said Naruto to Konohamaru, who hurried home afterward. Sasuke landed next to Naruto as he said, "You should pick on someone your own size." Kankuro looked irate at Sasuke as he touched the bandaged object behind him. Sasuke pulled out a kunai as he readied for Kankuro's assault. Temari made a move for her fan until she felt her hand land on another hand. "I wouldn't do that, let's let them do something stupid," said Naruto, who was standing behind Temari smiling. "I didn't even see him move," thought Temari as she noticed an image of Naruto in place of where he was. Was that a Shunshin? That was way too fast. This guy's good, and he's not too bad on the eyes, thought Temari as she blushed slightly looking at Naruto. Then blushed harder when she realized her hand was still on his. She took it off and turned away back to Kankuro. Kankuro had noticed Temari's dilemma but continued when he realized Naruto wasn't going to do anything. However, before he could start on the bandages, he froze when he heard another voice. "You both are embarrassments," said a new voice who appeared in a swirl of sand via Shunshin. He was a short male with short, spiky red hair. He had black rings around his blue-green eyes with no pupil or eyebrows. He wore a black full-body suit with t-shirt-like sleeves, 3/4 length legs, and an open neck. He also wore a white cloth over his right shoulder and the left side of his hips, and a wide leather band system over the left shoulder and right side of his hips. With this leather band, he carried around his gourd that contained his sand. He also wrapped his black forehead protector over the band. "Gaara," said Kankuro as he stopped what he was doing upon Gaara's arrival. "Stop speaking before I kill you," said Gaara as he turned to look at Naruto. "You, with the blonde hair, my name is Gaara, what is yours?" "My name is Naruto." "That is Sasuke and Sakura," said Naruto as he pointed to his two teammates. "Are you competing in the Chunin exams?" asked Gaara. "That we are, I'm assuming you all are as well." "Being Tsunegakure Shinobi in Konoha," said Naruto, still behind Temari. "Of course. It'll be entertaining going against you, Naruto," said Gaara before he started walking off. "Temari, Kankuro. We're going." Naruto moved out of Temari's way as he said, "It was a pleasure meeting you, Temari-chan." "It was a pleasure meeting you too," said Temari, blushing as she left. I would have kicked that cross-dresser's ass," said Sasuke. Naruto laughed as he said, "I'm sure you would have. I'm sure you would have. Unless he kicked your ass with that bandaged-up makeup kit on his back. Either way, we have a big day ahead of us tomorrow. I'm gonna get prepped for it. Peace out," said Naruto as he vanished. Sasuke and Sakura did the same as they left to get ready for the Chunin exams tomorrow. One day later, Team 7 arrived at the academy the following morning for the Chunin exams. They had instructions to go to room 301 and headed upstairs to get to their room. Upon arriving, they noticed they were only on the second floor and spotted a door with 301 on the sign. Immediately recognizing the genjutsu in Henge, Naruto thought, must be a test. If Genin can't spot a simple genjutsu like that one, they don't deserve to be in the exams. "We should just walk Aru." Sasuke cut him from that thought when he spoke. "Drop the Henge and genjutsu, you're not fooling any of us good ninjas with it," said Sasuke as both techniques dissolved. Naruto palmed his face as one of the now Chunin spoke up. "Seems we have a cocky one, Kotetsu." Kotetsu then said, "Indeed we do, looks like I'll have to put him in his place," said Kotetsu as he kicked out at Sasuke. However, a kid in a green, spandex jumpsuit stopped the kick short. "Hello, my name is Rock Lee, might I have your names?" said Rock Lee, the kid in the green jumpsuit, to Sasuke, letting Kotetsu's leg go. "I'm Sasuke Uchiha, this is Sakura Haruno and Naruto Senju. We are Team Kakashi." "Who are you all?" said Sasuke in reply. "As I said, I am Rock Lee, this is Tenten and Niji Hyuga." "We are Team Guy," said Rock Lee. "Well, we hope to see you in the exams," said Sasuke as he and his teammates both walked off. "Seems they are a strong team with the Uchiha and Senju. Wonder how good they are," thought Niji to himself. "Damn. That Senju kid is smoking hot, but I'll beat his ass if we come across each other," thought Tenten as she and Niji noticed Rock Lee was gone. Team 7 was just about to turn the corner to room 301 when they heard a shout. "Please stop. said Rock Lee as he landed behind Team 7. Sasuke Uchiha, I would like to challenge you to a spar. I am the best genin in the class this year and I would like to test my skills against you. You are a natural genius and I am a genius of hard work, and I would like to test myself against you, finished Rock Lee as he got into a beginning stance. Sasuke activated his Sharingan and was about to say yes until Naruto said, Sasuke, I believe it's unwise to face him without knowing what he can do. He seemed extremely fast when he blocked that kick earlier, and if I'm not mistaken, that's the Goken fighting style. Very formidable taijutsu. You would suffer unnecessary injuries battling him. Let us continue without this, we'll face him later, said Naruto as Sasuke agreed. My teammate is right. We don't have much time to get to the exam. We'll save that spar for later, said Sasuke. Before Rock Lee could respond, a grown-up version of Rock Lee appeared landing beside him. Guy-sensei, why are you here? Asked Lee to Guy. Lee, my beautiful student. I came to make sure you weren't starting trouble. What are you doing to these fine, youthful ninjas? Asked Guy. Nothing, Guy-sensei. I challenged Sasuke-kun to a spar here. But he reminded me that we had little time to get to the exams, so we scheduled it for later, replied Lee as he looked to see his sensei's face cringing up. What a beautiful display of youth. To remind you of your pressing exam, so you wouldn't be late. It's so beautiful to think about it, isn't it, Lee? Said Guy, face full of tears. Lee immediately started crying, looking at Guy crying. Lee! Guy-sensei! Lee! Guy-sensei! Team 7 bore witness to a horrifying genjutsu. Rock Lee and his elder clone were hugging on a beach cliff, complete with waves crashing against it and a beautiful sunset. Sasuke's Sharingan couldn't even dispel the genjutsu. Naruto tried to even use some of Kurama's chakra to forcibly dispel the illusion, but it was to no avail. Nothing worked. They stayed and watched the genjutsu until its end. Slightly disoriented at what they just watched, Team 7 finally made it into room 301. Upon arriving, Naruto was immediately pounced on by a purple blur. Naruto-kun, how I've missed you, said Ino as she rubbed her cheek with Naruto's. Hi Ino-chan. It's nice to see you too. Yo, Shika and Choji, said Naruto as the boys from Team 10 showed up after Ino. Troublesome. Of course, Naruto's in this exam, said Shikamaru as he fist-bumped Naruto. Choji did likewise after wiping the chips off his hand. Ino pig, what are you doing to Naruto? Did you finally give up hope on Sasuke-kun? Said Sakura with a smirk. Ino immediately stopped, and was going to respond until another person made his presence known. What's up everybody? Seems the gang's all here. Started Kiba. You know what, they should call us the Rookie 9. As we're the first rookies in the Chunin exams in the past few years, said Kiba loudly as he fist-bumped Naruto. Shino and Hinata were walking up beside him. Naruto was about to respond again, but an older boy appeared and spoke to the group. You should talk more quietly. You're drawing a lot of attention to yourself, said the boy as Naruto noticed that everybody in the room was staring at them. Sasuke looked at the guy for a second. Who are you? I've never seen you in the Leaf Village, said Sasuke as he noticed the boy's leaf forehead protector. The boy was older than the Rookie 9. He looked about 20 years old and had on a pair of round glasses. He had onyx eyes and ash-gray hair, which was in a ponytail that extended to his upper back, with bangs framing either side of his forehead. He wore a dark purple shirt with a high collar, a white undershirt, dark purple fingerless gloves with armored plates on the back of the hand, a white cloth waistband worn at an angle, dark purple pants, blue sandals, and a shuriken holster on his right leg. I am Kabuto Yakushi. I haven't seen everyone in Konoha either, so it's not hard for me to not be seen either, said Kabuto before he continued with, I've been in a lot of these exams, I figured I should help you guys. Shikamaru noticed he said a lot and wondered how many exams have you been in? It's a biannual event, and this is my 4th year trying. I'm on my 7th attempt, said Kabuto smiling. Damn. You must suck, said Kiba in a brash tone. What? Everyone was thinking it. Maybe you're right. But like I said, it is a pretty tough event. Since I've been in so many of these things, I've amassed a bit of knowledge. I could even share some if you'd like. I've got it all down on these cards, said Kabuto as he pulled out a stack of blank cards. Sasuke perked up slightly. He had a few names. Do you have info on Rock Lee Gaara and Naruto Senju? Said Sasuke as everyone gasped when he said Naruto. So you know their names? Well, that makes it easy, said Kabuto as he pulled out 3 cards and channeled a bit of chakra into them. Okay, first up, Rock Lee. Konoha genin with tremendous ability in taijutsu. Says his nin and genjutsu are nil. He is a member of Team 9 led by Might Guy as his sensei. Niji Hyuga and Tenten are his teammates. Says he has completed 42 D ranks and 35 C rank missions. Has been a genin for a year, graduating a year before you guys. Said Kabuto as he shifted to a different card, Gara of the Desert. I have little on this guy being from a different village. Says he mainly uses sand in all of his attacks and is very formidable in battle with it. He has done 12 D rank missions, 52 C rank missions, and even 1 B rank mission. Whoa, it says here that he hasn't received an injury ever, said Kabuto as a few of the genin got shocked faces at the news. Kabuto finally shifted to Naruto's card, Naruto Senju. From the famed Senju clan of the Thousand Skills. This is impressive, says he is proficient in all the shinobi arts, with ninjutsu being his favorite. His chakra levels are off the charts, and it even says his control over it is just as impressive. Seems he is a chakra monster. He is a member of Team 7 led by Kakashi Hatake. His teammates are Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura Haruno. Says he has completed 48 D rank missions, 6 C rank missions, 1 B rank, and even an A rank. Has been dubbed the hero of Wave, and he's only been a genin for about 4 months. Quite impressive. He's probably the strongest person here, said Kabuto, a little loudly when he claimed Naruto was the strongest. A gasp was heard from everyone in the Rookie 9 besides Team 7 and Shikamaru. Naruto was that strong? His team had gone on an A rank mission? How did he become the hero of Wave? Troublesome, I already knew Naruto was that good. Now, this guy had to go off and say it. Now Naruto has all these people in here targeting him. Oh well, I hope he gets taken out before he comes our way. But how does this guy know so much? Thought Shikamaru to himself. Glad I threw the focus to Naruto while also gaining more information on my enemies. Thought Sasuke, this guy knows too much to be a genin. Plus I can feel the bad vibes coming off him. I need to find a way to tell Gigi. Having information of that quality could make this guy a spy. Thought Naruto before he saw a mummy come past his face. The mummy's target was Kabuto as he threw a punch. Kabuto dodged it easily but soon fell to his knees as his glasses cracked. He's not the strongest one here, don't doubt us from sound, said the mummy to Kabuto, that instrument on his arm. Seems it emits a sound that damages the body. I'll have to look out for that. Thought Naruto before a poof occurred in the room. Sit down and shut up. I am Ibiki Marino, the proctor for this first exam. Welcome to hell, said Ibiki as he signaled for his helpers to place the genin in their seats and start handing out the tests. Naruto noticed that he was nowhere near his team. He was in the middle, Sasuke behind him in the back rows, and Sakura in the front. Seemed every team was split like that. As the tests got handed out, Ibiki gave out the rules for the first exam. You will all have an hour for this first test. You'll have 45 minutes for the first 9 questions on your test. In the last 15 minutes of your test, I'll give you the 10th question. If caught cheating, you and your team's disqualification and exam end are next. You may use whatever abilities you have to gain your answers though, just remember to not get caught. Begin, said Ibiki as the clock ticked perfectly at 9 hours. Right on time, Naruto heard writing immediately as Ibiki said that. He looked down at his test and immediately realized something weird. These questions are way too hard for any mere genin to answer. I wonder if any jonin could answer them. The guy a row below, and 3 seats to the left seems to not have trouble. Actually, I can see an imprint of a flak jacket on his shirt. He is a chunin placed in here with the answers. So it seems they are testing our stealth for this exam. Clever. But I wonder what the 10th question is like. Oh well, might as well get my 9 questions over. Thought Naruto. Naruto waited for the chunin to turn his paper over, signaling his finish. Naruto's foot merged with the wooden floor below him as he created a Moku Bunshin, wood clone, into the floor. The Bunshin traveled underground with Doton, Maruragakure no Jutsu, Earth style, hiding like a mole technique, to get underneath the chunin's desk. Right underneath the chunin's paper, the Bunshin's eyes appeared and took note of every one of his answers. It then proceeded to head back to its original undetected. After merging back with its creator, Naruto immediately received information from his clone. He then finished his test as he waited for the 10th question. Sakura had already known the answers to the test and was writing them down like the boss she was. Finally, all the knowledge that I studied hard for is paying off. And they thought I was a weirdo for trying to learn everything. Thought Sakura as she swiftly finished her 9 questions. Sasuke noticed just like Naruto that there were chunin with the answers sitting in the exam. He activated his Sharingan and began copying the chunin's pencil movements to get the answers. Worked like a charm. Eventually, the 45 minutes were up and Ibiki stood up to give the 10th question. Listen up, maggots, there are rules to this question. First off, if you decide to stay for this question and miss it, you will immediately fail and you and your team are all gone. Secondly, if you do fail this question, you cannot take another Chunin exam ever again, said Ibiki as he heard gasps and a shout. Some genin have been here before, how is that possible if they missed the question? Said a genin from Amigakure. This is my exam. I make the rules, so deal with it. Now is there anyone who wants to leave? If you leave now, none of that applies to you and you can always take another test at a later date, said Ibiki as he watched about another 8 teams leave. Seems 28 teams are still in the exam, 84 kids. Anko will never let me live this down, thought Ibiki as he looked at Naruto. You sure you want to stay, Blondie? This is your last chance, said Ibiki as he saw Naruto smile a little. I wouldn't mind. Being a Chunin or higher is not necessary to become Hokage. However, my teammates need me here and I have a bigger prize for becoming a Chunin. This test won't stop me. Not to mention that I figured out your test, said Naruto. Oh, and what would that be? Said Ibiki. This is a test to see if we had Chunin level abilities in stealth. Hence, the task of trying to gain answers in a crowded room with spectators watching us, said Naruto as he continued with, your 10th question is also a test. A test to see if we had the willingness to go on with the risks. As Chunin, we may have to go on missions that have risks as severe as the one you gave us. You're trying to find the ones who would stay and that would mean we passed the 10th question, as staying was the answer to it. Finished Naruto, who received a high five from Kiba in the row behind him. Damn. That kid is good. That was definitely Chunin level thinking. Kids going places, thought Ibiki before he began to say, well, the brat's right. Anyone still here has passed. Congratulations on passing the first exam. Before the next proctor comes, I want to tell you the boom. Ibiki was interrupted when the wall exploded and a huge banner came flying in. Accompanying the banner was a woman with violet hair and light brown, pupilless eyes. She was wearing a tan overcoat with a purple inseam, which has a pocket on both sides, and complete with a fitted mesh bodysuit that stretches from her neck down to her thighs. She wears a dark orange miniskirt, as well as a forehead protector, a small pendant that looks like a snake fang on a thick cord, a wristwatch, and pale gray shin guards. She also wore a dark blue belt around her waist that connects to her skirt that has an appendage-like sash. On the banner was a sign that said the sexy and single Anko Mitarashi. Hello kiddies, I am your proctor for the second exam, Anko, said Anko as she stared at the genin. Your arrival was early, said Ibiki as the clock struck 10 hours at that moment. You also let 84 brats pass, so it's fine. I'll cut them in half, at least, before the third exam, said Anko. You have 15 minutes to get to training ground 44, which is a straight line through this wall. Move it. Finished Anko as she disappeared with a puff of smoke. Well damn, she's hot, said Kiba as he and Naruto shared another high five as they saw how good Anko looked in her clothing. They were 14 years old, who wouldn't notice Anko's hot body, especially in that outfit. Soon all the genin were out of the room and headed toward training ground 44. 15 minutes later, Anko appeared and proceeded to hand out instructions for the next test. Welcome to my home, brats. This is training ground 44, better known as the Forest of Death. Anko smirked at seeing the genin's shocked faces. However, she did notice that Naruto wasn't caring in the least. Seems he needs some more motivation, thought Anko as she threw a high-speed kunai at Naruto. The kunai was so fast that no one even saw Anko move her arm or see the kunai fly through the air. A few did, including Naruto, and as a result, Naruto leaned his head to the side as the kunai flew by his face. He then felt Anko appear behind him with another kunai at his cheek. Seems I can't scare you with this big, scary forest. So I'll have to do it myself, said Anko. She was about to press the kunai closer to Naruto's cheek when she felt the kunai on her inner thigh. Seems you can't either. Thanks for the warning though, but I believe I'll be safe, said Naruto in a whisper so no one else heard him. The kunai was also situated where nobody could see either. Hell yeah, I handled that like a champ, thought Naruto before he lost his composure completely. Anko had moved closer to Naruto, which pressed her ample chest into his back and placed her lady business over his hand and kunai. Seems I can't. If only you were a little older brat, you might have gotten a prize. I saw you high-five that dog boy after his comment on my looks, said Anko as she licked Naruto's face with a long tongue. Naruto immediately stiffened and turned red. She's not wearing underwear, thought Naruto, flustered for the first time in his life. Still got it, thought Anko as she immediately pointed a kunai at the most creepy-looking genin she had ever seen. She wasn't weird-looking, she just looked too normal. It was creepy. Here's your kunai back, said the Kusugakure genin as Anko took back her kunai and walked back to the front. Now for this exam, each of you will be handed a scroll, said Anko as she held up 2 scrolls. You'll either get an Earth scroll or a Heaven scroll. Whichever scroll you get, your team must get the opposite. After obtaining the other scroll, your team must make it to the center of the forest with both scrolls to pass. You'll each be given a gate to go ahead from where you will sign a death waiver. Anything goes in the forest and the death waiver is so we're not blamed for your lack of skills. Goodbye for now, finished Anko with a wink at the still red Naruto. I can still feel the warmth, thought Naruto, cut from his musings by a tug from Sakura. Team 7 arrived at their gate, and a ninja gave them their Earth scroll, which Naruto gladly took. Soon Anko sounded the horn that started the second exam. Chapter 8, Forest of Death. It had been about 3 hours since the start of the exam. Team 7 was leaping high above the ground, from treetop to treetop. Team 7 eventually came to a stop as Naruto landed in the middle of a clearing. Naruto, why did you stop? Asked Sasuke as he landed next to Naruto. Naruto put a hand behind his head and turned around with a sheepish look. I have to pee. I told you to go before we left, said Sasuke as he pinched his nose. Give me the scroll. Don't need you to get ambushed. Naruto handed Sasuke the team's Earth scroll. Naruto was about to take off until he heard Sakura voice her concerns. Why, Sasuke-kun? Naruto's still the strongest. He'd have a better chance going against the whole team than me and you together, said Sakura before she saw Naruto shiver slightly. Naruto looked towards Sakura with a creeped-out look. Sakura-chan, I would freeze up. That's a fear of mine. Fighting someone with my junk out. Naruto shivered once more. I've never pissed the same since Kakashi-sensei brought that up. Naruto disappeared into the wilderness as Sasuke and Sakura conversed for a bit. About 4 minutes later, Naruto appeared back in the clearing. Yo guys, I'm back. Let's get to this, said Naruto as he landed. Sasuke nodded as Sakura said, Naruto, you didn't give me a kiss before you left. What? Am I not your girlfriend anymore? Said Sakura with a pout. Naruto looked shocked for a second until he said, Sorry, Sakura-chan. Slipped my mind. Naruto puckered up and leaned in for a kiss. Instead of lips, he met a foot. That foot was a part of Sasuke's leg. Whoa, what's going on, Sasuke? Said Naruto as the kick sent him sailing back. Sasuke looked bored as he said, You're a terrible henge user first off. Naruto has 3 stripes, not 2 on his sleeves. Secondly, Naruto would have dodged that kick, you trash ninja. Thirdly, we already knew you were here. Naruto's a censor, he found all 3 of you. Him saying he had to pee alerted us to your presence. Me and Sakura made that girlfriend thing up to test for the real Naruto and sadly you failed. Finished Sasuke as Naruto looked shocked. Sasuke then tied up the hurt Naruto. 1 kick and you're already finished. You must not dance well. Not a second after Sasuke finished speaking, 2 Amekagure genin came flying into the clearing, though they were unconscious and tied up. Another Naruto followed after them as he came jumping back into view with his teammates. Naruto handed Sasuke 100 Ryo as he said, Damn, I was too slow. Shouldn't have taken that piss. Naruto dropped his henge. Seems we were careless, said the now revealed Amekagure genin. Naruto showed his teammates the Earth scroll he acquired from the aimed genin he was facing. Seems it is useless. But the more scrolls we have, the less people who pass. Sorry. Finished Naruto as he knocked the last genin out cold, after tying the aimed genin to a tree. Team 7 was once again jumping through the forest. About 30 minutes later, they made contact with another team. And a huge snake. That's a big snake, said Naruto, surprised he couldn't sense it beforehand. The snake's ambush took Naruto far away from his teammates, as they disappeared through the forest. Sasuke and Sakura were immediately on edge when they noticed the 3 Kusugakure genin standing in front of them. It was the creepy-looking girl again. She said, You two, deal with the Senju kid. Kill him if you can. I'll deal with these 2. Following orders, both Kusugakure genin disappeared, following Naruto and the snake summon. Upon seeing the 2 other ninjas leave, Sasuke asked a question. Seems you're the leader. So which scroll do you have? The Kusugakure genin pulled out a heaven scroll. You want my heaven scroll, right? Since you have an earth scroll. Well, said the genin as she swallowed her scroll, let's battle for the scrolls. With our lives. With Naruto. Naruto was taken for a ride by the snake, eventually ending up nearly a mile away from Sasuke and Sakura before stopping. I couldn't even sense that snake until it was too late, plus it popped up out of nowhere. That means it is a summon. Snake summons usually mean something bad if they're from the guy I think they're from, thought Naruto. Naruto had to dodge the snake as it lashed at him in an attempt to eat the golden blonde genin. I need to get back to my teammates. It seems that separating us was on purpose. I have no time to play around, thought Naruto. He put his hand in a half-ram's seal and channeled some chakra. Underneath the snake were a dozen explosive notes. Naruto had dropped them when he evaded the snake's lunge. Boom! Wow, that was huge. That snake is gone for real, said Naruto. Naruto whipped out a kunai as he blocked the strike from the arrival of a Kusugakure genin. Seems you're pretty good. However, there are two of us, said the genin who was clashing kunai with Naruto. Naruto looked shocked as he spotted the other genin. Hello, Naruto Senju. We are here to end you. Our leader said you must die, so be gone, said the genin not clashed with Naruto. That genin pulled out a sword as he lunged at Naruto. The sword pierced Naruto cleanly through the stomach. The two genin smirked at the sight of Naruto's facial expressions, but those smirks dropped when they noticed Naruto turn into mud. Both genin felt a hand grab their leg. Doton, Shinjuzanshu no Jutsu, Earth Style, Double Suicide Decapitation Technique, said Naruto underneath both genin. He then proceeded to drag both genin up to their necks in the ground. Thank you, Kakashi-sensei, thought Naruto as he popped out of the ground behind the two immobilized genin. Seems I am pretty good, said Naruto as he took the sword dropped by the genin. Before I kill you, who is this leader out to kill me? Asked Naruto as he faced one of the genin. I won't tell you anything, you Konoha scum. You may as well started the genin until Naruto cut him off by piercing him through the eye, killing him immediately. Well then, on to you. Who do you work for? I may not kill you if you tell me, said Naruto as he stared at the remaining genin. The genin was absolutely terrified. He had just killed him. Legitimately killed him. No torture, nothing. He had no chance at all. He wasn't going to make the same mistake. He needed to live. Orochimaru, said the genin trembling. I figured as much, said Naruto as he killed the genin as well. I do not like killing, but it is necessary. I will kill any traitor to the leaf or anyone who works for that traitor, said Naruto as he channeled a massive amount of chakra. He was gone in a high-powered shunshin. With Sasuke and Sakura, the Kusugakure ninja pulled down her eyelid as she said, let's begin. Sasuke and Sakura were immediately assaulted by visions of their death. The visions were so shocking that they were both paralyzed immediately. Is this a genjutsu? Thought Sasuke in a panic. No, this is just killing intent. The intent is so powerful that it's induced fear on this scale. We have to get out of here. Seems neither of you can move. Pitiful, said the Kusugakure ninja as she threw two kunai at Sasuke's and Sakura's heads. Sasuke had somehow managed to take out a kunai, which he proceeded to use for stabbing his own leg. That shock to his system enabled his body to respond to his commands. He immediately rescued Sakura while dodging both kunai and fled behind a nearby tree. The Kusugakure ninja smiled slightly. He stabbed himself in the leg to allow himself control over his body. Seems he is more special than I thought. After being rescued, Sakura looked to Sasuke. Sasuke-kun, you saved. Sasuke placed a hand over Sakura's mouth, keeping her from talking and potentially giving away their position. He then placed a finger over his mouth in a shushing way. We must run before we are found again. Where is Naruto? He'd really be of help in this situation, thought Sasuke. So into his thoughts, he barely dodged the snake that had appeared in between him and Sakura. Damn it, I was panicked so much that I forgot to check my surroundings. Now she's found us again. The snake then opened its jaws as the Kusugakure genin appeared coming out. Sasuke threw a dozen kunai into its mouth to catch the ninja off guard. It was all for naught as the genin just burst out of the side of the snake. You shouldn't relax for even a moment. Prey should always try to run in a predator's presence, said the genin as she slithered towards Sasuke. However, before she could get there, she halted due to a barrage of shuriken landing in between her and Sasuke. Sorry, Sasuke. Didn't mean to take so long, said Naruto as he landed on a nearby branch. Naruto, said Sakura, relieved at his arrival. That meant he had dealt with his opposition and he looked relatively unharmed. Must have been easy, should have known he'd be here so soon. Those useless idiots stood no chance against him, thought the Kusanin. Naruto. This ninja is way too advanced to just be a genin. She's on a totally different level than anything we've ever faced. We need to run away, said Sasuke. Hee hee. Looks like you successfully defeated that giant snake and my two teammates. Naruto-kun, said the Kusanin. Yeah. She is Orochimaru, thought Naruto before he said, seems you're picking on Genin now, Orochimaru-san? What makes you think that I'm Orochimaru? Questioned the Kusanin, the snake summon at first. Only Konoha held that contract or used to as Orochimaru took it away. Secondly, the way you move is reminiscent of a snake. Meaning you use the Hibi-style taijutsu taught by the snakes, which Orochimaru uses. But you could have taught someone those things, so I finally had your lackeys confirm my suspicions before I killed them. Finished Naruto as he made eye contact with Sasuke's Sharingan for a moment. The Kusanin showed no outward reaction at the deduction but inwardly grew pleased. That kid is incredible. To be able to deduce things so easily, and with only one look. That's thinking on a level fit for a Kage. He's too good. Even getting the information out of my subordinates that fast. Boy must have incredible talent, if only his body could be mine. That damnable bijou would possibly mess up my transfer. And even my curse seal. Too bad, looks like I'll have to dispose of him as he'll become a major threat in the future. Or maybe I could get him to side with me? Thought Orochimaru, still disguised as the Kusanin. Orochimaru? The S-rank missing nin from Konoha. One of the legendary Sannin, we stand no chance. I'll just give him the scroll, Naruto already has another Earth scroll so why bother with him? Thought Sasuke as he took out the Earth scroll. Here, I will give you the scroll. Please, take it and leave us, said Sasuke as he tossed the scroll toward Orochimaru. The scroll only made it halfway when Naruto snatched it out of the air. Instead of a lecture of why Sasuke was a punk, Orochimaru became shocked to see a fireball coming his way. They tricked me. They knew I'd be expecting Naruto to scold Sasuke, but it was actually a feint. A feint to hide Sasuke, long enough for him to fire off a jutsu. How did he tell him the plan? Pondered Orochimaru before it hit him. When they made eye contact. Sasuke must have placed him under a genjutsu to figure out a plan. Fantastic teamwork, thought Orochimaru as he easily evaded the fireball. Impressive you too, I expected no less, said Orochimaru as he bit his thumb and ran it along a tattoo on his arm, which was really a seal. Kuchios no jutsu, summoning technique, said Orochimaru, slamming his hand on the ground. Another huge snake appeared with Orochimaru atop its head as it stared menacingly out at the three genin in front of him. Not this again, said Naruto as he dodged the snake's assault at him. Shit, thought Naruto. Dodging the snake placed him right where Orochimaru wanted him, and the snake's Sannin took full advantage. Orochimaru threw a jaw-breaking punch that leveled Naruto's entire body. Upon being viciously punched by Orochimaru, instead of his jaw cracking from the punch, Naruto converted into mud that dispersed immediately from the haymaker. Replacement. Amazing, said Orochimaru as he turned to see Naruto slice into the snake's head with the sword he had from the Kusagenin from earlier. That shouldn't have happened with that piece of junk sword that flunky had. So how did he cut through? I see, he used wind chakra to slice into the snake's head. He's more impressive than I thought. Orochimaru, upon seeing his snake being sliced into, took off for Sasuke. Let's see what you do, Sasuke-kun, thought Orochimaru as he approached Sasuke rapidly. That assault stopped upon a yellow flash appeared in his face. Naruto had performed a shunshin and threw out a speedy kick to Orochimaru's face. That kick, despite its speed and abruptness, was blocked and grabbed by Orochimaru. That was an incredibly fast shunshin. He actually almost had me there, thought Orochimaru as he smiled. If this boy joins me, he'll be one hell of an asset. If he opposes, I'll kill him before he gets the chance to ruin my ambition. For now, I need him out of the way so I can get to Sasuke. Orochimaru then extended his tongue to restrain Naruto. Naruto grew shocked at the strength of the tongue as he found himself completely immobilized. Damn, that was a mistake trying to catch him off guard. He's a Sannin and at one point, was in the running for Hokage. This'll hurt, thought Naruto as Orochimaru slammed 5 fingers into his gut before Naruto had the chance to use the Kyuubi's chakra. Gojo Fuin, 5 elements seal, thought Orochimaru. Naruto immediately fell into a deep sleep after its application. He was then cast away to the forest floor as Orochimaru turned to Sasuke and Sakura. Back to just 2, show me what you're made of, Sasuke-kun, said Orochimaru. Sasuke looked spooked that Naruto could be so easily beaten. If he could beat Naruto, then what chance did he have? Naruto always won their spars, so he was clearly no match for Orochimaru. Slap! Sasuke looked shocked to see Sakura slap him. What are you doing, Sasuke? Stop acting like a punk. What would Naruto do if he was in your situation? He wouldn't sit there doing nothing, thinking he was going to die. He'd fight to the end. He's not a coward like you. You're just trying to run and cling to your life. Now man up and kick his ass. I'm gonna check on Naruto, said Sakura as she fell down to the forest floor to check on Naruto. Sasuke was shocked from what he heard Sakura say. She had never spoken to him like that, let alone strike him. It finally snapped in Sasuke when she said he was running and clinging to his life. That was what Itachi told him to do on the day of the massacre. Maybe Itachi was right, he should run away. No, he wouldn't back down. He had to fight and protect his team. He wasn't going to die here, he still had so much to do. Sakura's right. I have acted like a coward. But no more, if I can't defeat you. How can I ever hope to defeat him? Said Sasuke as he closed his eyes. I will protect my friends and teammates. I am Sasuke Uchiha, and I'm going to kick your ass. Finished Sasuke as he opened his eyes. Upon opening them, Sasuke's Sharingan shifted slightly as a third tomo appeared in both eyes. Kukukuku. Seems the blood of his clan is beginning to boil. His third tomo has appeared. Impressive, thought Orochimaru. Show me what you can do. Sasuke pulled out a myriad of throwing weapons and flung them at Orochimaru. Despite that, Orochimaru easily slithered out of the way to avoid all of them. I can see, thought Sasuke as he saw Orochimaru's movements perfectly. I can see his movements so clearly now. Sasuke flung another shuriken at Orochimaru, who jumped out of the way. Orochimaru had to dodge again as Sasuke flung another kunai directly at him. Seems he can see me now. He's reading my movements perfectly and aiming for vital areas, thought Orochimaru before he noticed Sasuke pull a string. Sasuke pulled a couple more strings as every projectile he tossed came flying back to wrap around Orochimaru. The strings wrapped around Orochimaru and pinned him to a tree. This is the Sufushisin no Tachi, manipulating windmill triple blades, thought Orochimaru before he saw Sasuke go through 4 hand seals. A huge stream of fire appeared and fired off down the string at Orochimaru. Katan, Ryuka no Jutsu, fire style, fire dragon technique, said Sasuke. The powerful stream of fire blew out the back of the tree with Orochimaru in the middle of it. Sasuke blew out a sigh as he thought it was over. He turned around to head towards Naruto and Sakura when he paused at a voice. Just perfect. To be able to use your Sharingan so well at this age. You'll be everything I need, said Orochimaru. The jutsu from earlier managed to burn half of his face off to reveal another underneath. What? How did he survive that? Thought Sasuke before he realized he couldn't move. Not again, Sasuke-kun. I had fun testing your abilities. You and Itachi are truly brothers. Though I can tell you have a higher ceiling than him, said Orochimaru. Orochimaru threw up his heaven scroll and then proceeded to burn it in his palm. Are you really Orochimaru of the Sannin? Asked Sasuke, struggling to move his body. Yes, I am. Naruto-kun already figured that out. Of course he's better than you, so it's not far-fetched to see him figure it out faster. However, I can give you the power you want. The power to surpass Naruto and kill Itachi, said Orochimaru as he placed his hands in a unique tiger seal. Orochimaru's neck stretched out far towards Sasuke as he bit down on his neck. After a few moments, Orochimaru removed his teeth from Sasuke's neck and recoiled his neck back to its original length. A black seal, that took the shape of 3 tomo, began to appear on the back of Sasuke's neck. After its appearance, Sasuke immediately screamed in pain. Eventually Sasuke blacked out from the pain and anguish of the new seal. Sasuke will seek me for power. He'll need my guidance to ever hope to catch Naruto senju, thought Orochimaru as he looked down at the prone Naruto. I would kill him myself as he could throw a wrench in my plans, but then the Akatsuki will come after me for tampering with their property. So he'll live today? I'll let the sound trio in these exams handle those two. Maybe I can get both to join, though one would be more than enough. Orochimaru then sunk into a tree to leave the area. One day later, it had been a day since Team 7's encounter with Orochimaru. Sakura had retrieved Sasuke and taken him and Naruto to a clearing. Naruto and Sasuke were still unconscious though from yesterday's run-in with Orochimaru. Sakura had administered first aid and medical ninjutsu to help, but sadly, she wasn't advanced enough to awaken them. She could only keep them underneath a tree as she waited for any sign of them waking. Sakura had set traps in the area to make sure her teammates remained safe for when enemies showed up, while she wasn't alert. A squirrel appeared in the area and Sakura fired a kunai at it. The squirrel had almost set off a trap prematurely, and luckily she scared it enough to get it away from the area. Sakura then had a heart attack as she heard a voice whisper, "Sakura-chan, don't acknowledge that I'm awake. There's an explosive note on that squirrel. Meaning there are enemies in the area. Whatever Orochimaru did to me affected me good as I can feel my chakra going haywire. I won't be of much help to you, said Naruto. Must have been the seal he placed on me. Placing an odd number seal over an even number seal creates an imbalance. I can't even talk to Kurama. I need to find a way to get this off, thought Naruto as he remained still. Shortly after Naruto's announcement, 3 new arrivals appeared in the clearing. It was the trio from Sound. Hello? Have you been up all night? Asked the mummy of the group as his teammates flanked him on both sides. But don't worry, you can rest now. I, Dosu, and my teammates, Zaku and Kin, are here to kill Sasuke Uchiha and Naruto Senju. Sakura, be careful. I'll help you as best I can, said Naruto before he felt another presence rapidly approaching. I know Orochimaru is pulling the strings, said Sakura as the Sound trio looked shocked. What does he want with Sasuke-kun and Naruto? What is this mark on Sasuke-kun's neck? Asked Sakura as she pulled out a kunai. I wonder what he's thinking, said Dosu as he pondered Orochimaru's thought process. You give the kid a curse seal. But want to kill him? Oh well, they were here to kill them, so that's what they'll do. It doesn't matter. We were given orders to kill those two, and I'm going to do it. I'll even kill this girl, said Zaku. He was about to run toward her when Dosu stopped him. Wait, Zaku. She set a booby trap. That's why she threw that kunai at the squirrel. You didn't notice the explosive note, you were just protecting your pitiful trap. You're a talentless girl who should have left to save her own life. Kill her, said Dosu as the trio jumped over the trap. The trap proved to be fake as Sakura smirked while cutting a wire next to her. That wire triggered a huge log to come barreling toward the airborne trio. However, Sakura's smirk dropped when the log exploded from Dosu merely touching it. As I said, you're a talentless girl. People like you have to work harder to face guys like us, said Dosu as he and his team were still heading for Sakura. Their progress stopped short of Sakura as several well-placed kicks from a green blur ended their approach. Konoha Senpu, Leaf Whirlwind, came the voice and arrival of Rock Lee as he landed in front of Sakura. I guess you guys should work harder as well, said Lee as he stood in the beginning stance of the Goken fighting style. Who are you? Asked Dosu. I am Konoha's beautiful green beast, Rock Lee, said Lee as he then addressed Sakura. Do not fear, Sakura-chan. I will protect you with my life. I'll always be there when you're in trouble. Sakura became shocked when she realized Lee was assisting her. Well, thank you for saving me and my team, said Sakura as Rock Lee nodded before turning back toward the Sound trio. Zaku, you take out Sasuke and Naruto. They're both down, so it should not fail to get past the girl, said Dosu as he tossed the Heaven Scroll to Zaku. I'll take the new guy. Rock Lee wanted to face all 3 of them at the same time. But due to Dosu's jutsu, his attention needed to be focused squarely on him. Sorry, Guy-sensei, I'll have to use that move. I can't let Sakura-chan get hurt, thought Lee as he unwrapped his bandages slightly. Lee vanished to appear underneath Dosu and kicked him under his chin. The kick launched Dosu into the air where Lee appeared behind him. Dosu then found himself wrapped up in bandages and tilted headfirst toward the ground. Omote Renge, Front Lotus, said Lee as he hugged Dosu and plummeted them toward the ground. When he smashed Dosu into the ground, though, it felt odd. Seems I made it just in time, said Zaku as he had his hands planted into the ground. He had pushed air into the dirt to create a softer landing for Dosu. To think that technique was still that powerful, even on a sponge surface, said Dosu as he got up. However, it's my turn, finished Dosu as he charged at Rock Lee. This is bad. My bodies, thought Rock Lee as he dodged Dosu's punch. He was still stricken by his melody arm, the same as Kabuto. Rock Lee fell to a knee as the jutsu took effect. He looked up slightly in pain to see Dosu staring at him. You may move at high speeds, but our abilities move at the speed of sound. Dosu raised his arm as he said, I'll show you a wall that you can't surpass with hard work alone. Before Dosu could strike down Lee, a yellow flash appeared. Along with that flash was a high-speed kick that sent Dosu sailing past his team into the woods behind them. Sorry for my tardiness, said Naruto as he placed his leg back down. It took a while to gather the ability to use a technique. Thank you for protecting us, Lee. I'm grateful. Before anything else could start, a strong chakra burst into the clearing. Naruto turned to see Sasuke basked in a vile, purple chakra. Sasuke also had black flame-like patterns appear on his skin. That's what Sakura meant by the mark he received from Orochimaru. Seems it gave him a power boost, but there has to be a catch to all that power, thought Naruto as he saw Sasuke stand and look at his surroundings. Sakura, said Sasuke as she looked happy to see him awake as well. However, Sasuke also noticed that Sakura looked to have been in a fight. And it was true, in the brief moment Lee was fighting with Dosu, Sakura had been going against the other two from sound. Who did that to you? Asked Sasuke. Zaku, wanting to goad Sasuke, responded with, I did, chump. What are you going to do about it? Zaku placed his palms towards Sasuke and said, Zankaha, decapitating airwaves. A powerful stream of air blew towards Sasuke, ripping up the ground as it bellowed toward him. Once the dust cleared, Sasuke's body was nowhere to be found. Heh. He wasn't so tough. Now for the senju, said Zaku as he pointed his hands at Naruto. Katan, Hozenka no Jutsu, fire style, Phoenix Sage flower technique, came the voice of Sasuke as a dozen fireballs flew toward Zaku. Zaku smirked and fired off another blast of wind that quelled the flames but did nothing to stop the shuriken hidden within. What? Said a surprised Zaku as the shuriken pierced him several times across his body. Upon putting down his guard, he found both of his arms held behind him with a foot pressed squarely into his back. This is for hurting Sakura. You seem to love these arms. So let's get rid of them, said Sasuke as he began to pull on Zaku's arms. Kin tried to help her teammate, but a swift chop to the back of her neck from Naruto sent her into unconsciousness. After hearing a sickening pop, Naruto had enough. Sasuke. Stop, said Naruto as Sasuke looked toward him. Naruto, this power. It's Orochimaru's. A traitor to the leaf gave you that power. Do you not think it comes without a price, Sasuke? You need to quit using it, said Naruto, completely serious. Sasuke was feeling amazing. The power coursing through his body made him feel unstoppable. But Naruto was right. This power was corrupted, he could feel it attacking his will. Sasuke forced the seal to recede just as Dosu came back into the clearing from Naruto's earlier kick. If you let us live, you can have our heaven scroll, said Dosu. Naruto looked at Dosu for a second before he took the scroll from Zaku's injured form and flung him back over to Dosu. Dosu grew shocked that they were getting off scot-free and promptly disappeared with Kin and Zaku in tow. Sasuke looked at Naruto in disbelief. Naruto knew those guys worked for Orochimaru, so why did he just let them live? Naruto! Why didn't we kill them? We know they work for Orochimaru. We could have done away with them right away. Why'd you agree? Said Sasuke before he heard an explosion. Naruto was holding a half-rammed seal as he said, I never agreed. Sasuke smirked at Naruto's actions. He then activated his Sharingan when Naruto spoke again. I know you're here, Neji and Tenten. So come out, said Naruto as he then pointed to the opposite side of the clearing. You as well, Shikino-cho. Neji landed on a nearby tree branch along with Tenten. You should hand over all of your scrolls. And maybe we'll let you leave peacefully, spoke Neji confidently. You do realize that me, Sasuke, and Sakura-chan are fine, right? It's 3-on-2 and not to mention, your teammate is wounded right here. What's to say I don't kill him now? Asked Naruto as Neji took the hint. He carefully walked over to Rock Lee and carried him out of the area with Tenten. Neji did check Lee for an explosive note first before departing. Naruto-kun, you were so amazing just now, said Ino as she was about to jump on Naruto when Shikamaru stopped her. Ino. At this moment, Naruto is the enemy. He could have harmed you and taken our scroll just now if you went toward him. Be careful. He plans to negotiate with us since he called us out. So what do you have to say? Asked Shikamaru, wary about Naruto and his intentions. Hee. Can we team up to get to the finish? We're rather handicapped at the moment, and need help getting to the tower. We have an earth scroll if you need it, said Naruto sheepishly with a laugh. What? Asked Choji because Naruto had just threatened Neji. It was a bluff, Choji, and rather well played, said Shikamaru, as he thought over teaming with arguably the best team in their class. Fine, we'll team up. We do have a heaven scroll, so your extra earth scroll will get us into the tower as well. But now we have to watch our backs more since you two have hits out on you. Troublesome, finished Shikamaru as the group of 6 headed toward the tower. Several hours later. What do you mean you never liked Sasuke-kun? Yelled Sakura. Ino laughed and said, the only reason I pretended to like him was so you'd be more confident. With me as a rival you always did strive to be better, so that's why I did it. Plus Naruto is way better anyway. Finished Ino with a smirk. She still could get Sakura's blood to boil. Is too troublesome, said Naruto as he realized something. I see why you say that all the time, Shika, said Naruto, now on Choji's back piggyback style. Shikamaru had Sasuke on his back as he said, yeah? Having to carry you guys here is already bad enough. Now we have to listen to Ino and Sakura bitch. What? Said Ino and Sakura at same time as they looked murderous toward the Nara clan member. Shikamaru let out a sigh before speaking. Troublesome. Looks like we are here, said Sasuke as he and Naruto climbed off their backs. They were still having trouble from their encounter with Orochimaru, both with their own respective seal. Adrenaline earlier allowed them to move to defeat the Sound Trio. After reading the message, Shikamaru and Naruto easily realized they had to open both the scrolls at the same time. The scrolls began to smoke as out popped Irika. Why'd I get summoned twice? Said Irika before he realized there were two teams before him. Oh, you guys work together, that's why. Well, congratulations you guys. You passed the second exam. You still have 2 days left until the third exam. So get some rest. You'll need it. Finished Irika with a smile. All 3 rookie genin teams passed so far, amazing. Thank you, said Shikamaru as Team 10 walked off into the tower. Upon noticing Team 7 still standing there, Irika voiced his question. Why are you guys still? He stopped when he saw them all have serious faces. We need Gigi. Orochimaru is here. Chapter 9 Prelims. The Sandaime Hokage had rushed to see Team 7 when he became knowledgeable of the events that occurred in the Forest of Death. After a telling of the story from Naruto and Sasuke's perspective, Hiruzen made sure it was all correct. So you were found by Orochimaru in the forest? Asked Hiruzen, to which Team 7 nodded. He defeated you all, placed a curse seal on Sasuke, and just left with orders to his team to kill you both? After another nod, Hiruzen blew out a sigh. Well, at least you all are still alive. Sasuke-kun, Kakashi has a plan to deal with your seal, said Hiruzen as Kakashi walked in with a yo. He's going to place a Fujihoin, evil sealing method, on you to suppress the influence of the seal. However, due to the power of the curse seal, it'll take your willpower to control how effective the Fujihoin is. Finished Hiruzen as he saw Naruto smirk. So basically, Sasuke got a hickey from a pedophile. That hickey is imbued with the pedophile's power. Kakashi is going to suppress the hickey's power to keep Sasuke from using said hickey. Got it, said Naruto as Sasuke turned toward him with a glare. I'm not gonna use this curse seal. But it's nice to have an additional safeguard to keep the influence down. I don't need somebody else's power. I am an Uchiha, said Sasuke, turning toward Kakashi while also showing Naruto the Uchiha crest on his back. After Kakashi finished snickering at Naruto's hickey remark, he and Sasuke both exited the room to take care of his cursed seal. Sakura had left Naruto and Sasuke earlier to get some rest from staying up while they were incapacitated. It was just Naruto and Hiruzen left in the room. Gigi, said Naruto as he lifted his mesh shirt and channeled some chakra to show off his seal. Can you remove this seal? I didn't want to bring it up in front of my teammates because they don't know about my status yet, but Orochimaru placed it on me during our fight. Finished Naruto as he was struck in the gut sharply by Hiruzen. Gojio Kaien, 5 elements unseal, said Hiruzen as Naruto fell asleep again. Of course I can, Naruto-kun. Now get some rest before the finals. I want to see you impress me, my dear boy. Hiruzen then picked up Naruto and took him to his room. After laying him down in his bed, the Sandaime disappeared back to his office to prep for the third exam. 2 days later, the 2 days since Team 7 finished the test was relatively uneventful for Kakashi's genins. Sasuke had his seal suppressed and Naruto finally had control over his chakra again. Nothing else really happened besides that until today. Team 7 had been given instructions to go to an arena, where they were met by 5 other teams. The 2 other rookie teams from Konoha, Team Guy, the Sand Siblings, and Kabuto with his team. Seems there was only 18 genin left including them and 15 were from Konoha. They were all situated in a huge arena with platforms on either side. On the platform directly facing them was the Hokage. Upon all of the genin arriving, Hiruzen addressed them with kindness. Congratulations to all the genin who have passed the second exam. Before you can continue to the third exam, I will now inform you on a few things, said Hiruzen. In years past, the Chunin exams were and still are a contest that pitted each nation's aspiring Chunin in a duel between each other to show their village's strength outside of wars. This final exam is observed by many people, including potential clients and daimyos all across the elemental nations. One does not have to win the tournament to be promoted to Chunin, just display skills that may qualify them for promotion. Hiruzen was about to continue until he was interrupted by a sickly ninja with a prevalent cough. Excuse me, Hokage-sama, if I may interject, I would like to take over from here. Asked the ninja as Hiruzen nodded. Hello all, I am Hate Gecko and I shall be your proctor for the third exam, said Hate as he coughed a few times. Due to the number of you all, There will be preliminary matches immediately to dwindle the numbers. Finished Hate as he was met with a complaint. One of Kabuto's teammates spoke up. We just got here 2 hours ago. Do we not get to rest first? No. Unfortunately, you will be handicapped, but those are the rules. After answering the Genin's question, Hate continued with, we will have one-on-one duels that will pit you against one another. Too many of you finished this time, so we must do this to weed some of you out. That way we'll finish with less than 10 competitors to begin the finals. Now is there anyone who would like to forfeit right now? Quitting now doesn't affect your team as you all are individuals from this point forward, asked Hate as he only saw Kabuto's hand raise. You may leave, thank you for coming. After Kabuto departed, Hate pointed to a monitor behind him. Now that that's settled, each of you has been placed into a randomizer that will display your names on the board in pairs. When your name shows up, whoever's name is on there as well shall be your opponent. You will battle each other until one of you quits, dies, or I rule it over due to a tie or your inability to continue. My word is law, and if I say it's over, it's over. Am I clear? Asked Hate as all the Genin nodded. After Hate spoke, the monitor started flying through names until it stopped on Sasuke Uchiha and Yoroi Akato. Will Sasuke Uchiha and Yoroi Akato remain here while all the other Genin move to the platforms that surround the arena floor? Following instructions, all the other Genin moved up to the platforms as Sasuke, Yoroi, and Hate were the only ones left on the arena floor. Hate coughed a few more times as he looked to each fighter. Are you both ready, Hajime? Said Hate as he backed away to give the Genin some space. Yoroi twitched slightly but noticed Sasuke stood motionless besides crossing his arms over his chest. Yoroi moved around a little but Sasuke still stood with his arms crossed and his Sharingan active. I thought he wouldn't be able to use that without being affected by the curse seal. It doesn't matter, he won't be able to stop my technique, thought Yoroi. Yoroi's left hand began to emit a blue aura of chakra as he took off in a sprint towards Sasuke. Sasuke didn't make a move to defend the still approaching Yoroi, so Yoroi just slammed his hand onto Sasuke's forehead and smashed him into the ground with force. Sasuke's face changed to one of shock as he could feel his chakra leaving him. Yoroi smirked as he realized how easy this victory was. Yes, I have the ability to suck out a person's chakra through my jutsu. You never had a chance, said Yoroi as Sasuke started to struggle with less power. Yoroi thought he had it in the bag until he felt several kunai pierce his body. Yoroi screamed in pain as he looked up to see Sasuke still standing with his arms crossed. He was confused as he looked down to see that Sasuke turned into dust. What is going on? I know I hit you with my technique. I felt your chakra leaving you, said Yoroi, as he began to lose consciousness from blood loss. Seems you don't know about the power of the Uchiha clan. Too bad, said Sasuke as Yoroi collapsed on the floor unconscious. Hate looked at Yoroi and then called it. Shausa, Sasuke Uchiha, with the spectators. I need a Sharingan, said Shikamaru. Naruto stood beside Shikamaru as he looked amused at his comment. Why is that, Shika? Asked Naruto as around them, people were wondering how Sasuke just won. All Sasuke did was lock eyes with him, and he passed out without neither of them moving a muscle. Yoroi didn't even get touched by Sasuke or even harmed but still got defeated. If I could do that, beating people by staring, I'd be so happy. If only, said Shikamaru as Naruto burst out laughing. Kakashi decided to quell everyone's questions as he told them about Sasuke's victory. The Sharingan is a powerful dojutsu, techniques, that allows the user many abilities. One being, the ability to cast powerful genjutsu with a mere glance. Sasuke defeated Yoroi in a genjutsu and Yoroi must have passed out from the mental belief of actually losing. That's why Sasuke won without harming Yoroi. Or moving for that matter, said Kakashi with an eye smile as a member of his squad passed. Seems his eyes have gotten stronger. Did he get his third tomo? Pondered Kakashi as Sasuke walked up the platform to stand by Naruto. Sasuke smirked at Naruto while walking up with his Sharingan still active. I'll be seeing you later on, it seems, Naruto, said Sasuke, flaunting his improved Sharingan as his tomo began to spin slightly around his pupil. Maybe? I haven't gone yet, I could lose, said Naruto with a straight face as he stared at Sasuke's straight face as well. They held their poker faces until he and Sasuke started laughing. Don't worry, Sasuke. I'll be there to kick your ass again for the world to see, said Naruto as he heard a voice in his head. A voice he hadn't heard in a while. So the Uchiha boy has a better Sharingan now? Means nothing compared to what I've seen you do, said Kurama in Naruto's head. Kurama! You're back. By the way, you were so right about Fuinjutsu. I got hit by 5 fingers twice and passed out both times. Fuinjutsu is scary, replied Naruto as he heard Kurama laugh. Told you it was. Took that snake to beat some sense into you for you to get my point. I could have kicked his ass, I bet, if I used all of my abilities, said Naruto as Kurama agreed, though it was debatable. Naruto was easily one of the strongest in Konoha when using his chakra and Mokuton abilities. But Orochimaru was Orochimaru, one of the Sannin, and definitely not a pushover. While Naruto and Kurama were conversing, the board landed on two more names. Temari and Tenten. Naruto paid no attention to this match as soon as he saw Tenten firing weapons. It's pointless. Temari-chan is carrying a fan which I'm sure she uses proficiently. She'll just blow all of your projectiles away. Sorry Tenten, she's your worst matchup. Thought Naruto as he saw Temari continue to blow away Tenten's projectiles. Eventually, Temari had enough and finished Tenten by catching her in a tornado of wind that tormented the brown-haired girl. Hate called it once he saw that it was over. Shausa, Temari, you made that fan look so sexy. I need one in my life, said Naruto loudly, getting a smirk from Temari as she walked back up. After the medics moved Tenten, the names started spinning again. Choji Akimichi vs Shino Abirame. Sucks for Choji. He'll be a big target for Shino's bugs, and since his only techniques involve chakra-induced expansion, he'll lose. Thought Naruto. Naruto was proven right as Choji kept smashing into Shino. Though they were only mushy bunchins, bug clones, which proceeded to empty Choji's reserves after about 2 minutes. Shausa, Shino Abirame. Naruto perked up slightly at the next match, Niji Hyuga vs Hinata Hyuga. Though Naruto became disappointed at Hinata's lack of fight going against her cousin. Niji didn't have that problem as he dismantled Hinata viciously throughout the fight. Though Naruto got fed up at the end when Niji went for the kill, Niji was stopped a few feet from Hinata by several people. He was locked in a grip from Guy while Kakashi held his left arm and Kurenai held his right. But everyone was surprised to see Naruto in between Hinata and Niji with a fist held firm, inches from Niji's face. Seems the main branch gets special treatment again, said Niji before he got the chills at Naruto's glare. Niji, I have nothing against you as a person. But for what you did to Hinata-chan here, knowing Hate would have called the match regardless of her will to fight, is unbecoming of a Konoha nin. You better hope I don't see you in the finals, as I promised to deal out tenfold to you what you gave to Hinata-chan, said Naruto as he clenched his fist that held a bit of Hinata's blood in it. Niji was taken away shortly afterward by Guy. Hinata was assisted by medics as everyone else returned to the stands. The next fight was between Shikamaru Nara and Sakura Haruno. Many people believed Sakura would have an easy victory against the dead last of his class. However, Naruto knew better. Shikamaru's the smartest person I know. He is only the dead last due to his unwillingness to do schoolwork. I want Sakura to win as her teammate, but Shikamaru's too smart. Thought Naruto as Sakura charged Shikamaru and lashed out with punches and kicks. Shikamaru dodged Sakura's attempts as he eventually backed up far enough to place his hands in the ram seal. Kagemain no Jutsu, shadow possession technique, said Shikamaru, once his and Sakura's shadow connected. Shikamaru made Sakura pull out a kunai as he said, Sakura, forfeit. I placed my kunai holster on my left leg before this match started, so as you can see I'm not holding one. You are, and I'm not afraid to make you harm yourself, so give up. Sakura looked dejected as she realized she couldn't stop Shikamaru. So with reluctance, she gave up to keep herself from harm. Shausa, Shikamaru Nara, said Hate as both Shikamaru and Sakura walked back up the platform. Good job, Sakura, maybe you'll get a better opponent next time. Shikamaru's tough, said Naruto as Sakura smiled slightly. Upon noticing Shikamaru's face, Naruto asked a question. What's up with the face, Shikamaru? Shikamaru sighed. I should have lost. I could have been done with this tournament, and slept for the rest of it. Now I'll have to fight again. Troublesome. Hopefully, I don't go against another girl. Troublesome, said Shikamaru as he likely jinxed himself. Naruto laughed slightly as he saw the board shift to another pair of names. Kankuro and Misumi Tsurugi. Naruto found the match hilarious when Misumi realized he had been fighting a puppet the whole time. After receiving a bone-crushing hug from said puppet, Misumi was done. Shausa, Kankuro, said Hate as he looked wary for the next match. Gaara vs Rock Lee. Gaara v Lee. Yash! Now I can show everyone the power of youth, claimed Lee excitedly. Lee felt a hand clasp his shoulder and looked up to see a blinding smile. Attaboy, Lee. Show them that you're in the springtime of youth, claimed Guy just as excited as he patted Lee on the shoulder. Lee did a salute as he leaped down to the arena floor. Gaara arrived in Asuna Shunshin, standing with his arms crossed, looking uninterested in Rock Lee or this tournament for that matter. Hate looked at both competitors as he started the match. Hajime, said Hate as he backed away. Lee took to the beginning stance of the Goken as Gaara popped the cork off his gourd. Sand seeped out of the gourd and surrounded Gaara on the ground in a crude circle. Lee, having enough of just standing around, vanished to attack Gaara. Gaara looked shocked to see his sand blocking Lee's strikes, but not seeing Lee. Is he moving that fast? Questioned Gaara as he kept swiveling his head to see sand dispersing after being struck, but no Lee. In the stands, Sasuke handed Naruto 100 Ryo as he said, "Thanks for keeping me from getting my ass whipped before the first exam." That speed is ridiculous. Naruto smirked at Sasuke, who was keeping his Sharingan eyes glued on the match. Seems he's trying to copy Lee. A smart idea, as that's the best taijutsu I've ever seen, thought Naruto watching Lee trying to beat on Gaara. Shikaku, said Kurama in Naruto's head. Shikaku? As in the Ichibi. He's here? Where is he? Asked Naruto as he kept watching the match. Gaara? Yes. I can feel Shikaku's chakra seeping out of the boy. Not to mention he's from Suna, and Suna's bijou is Shikaku. He's likely the Jinchuriki. Those black marks around his eyes are bags. Shikaku doesn't allow his hosts to sleep, so it's even more likely now. Finished Kurama as Naruto mentally nodded. Why would Sunagakure send its Jinchuriki to a Chunin exam in a foreign village? Said Naruto as he pondered over it. I don't know. But be wary of him if you're not using your full power. Jinchuriki, no matter how small the bijou, are extremely dangerous when they're using their bijou's power. Said Kurama as Naruto noticed something. Are you helping me? Seems you aren't that big, scary beast. You're just a fluff. You finish that sentence, I'll kill you, said Kurama dangerously as he cut off Naruto. Okay, I love you too, said Naruto. I'm gonna tear you to SHR, started Kurama before Naruto cut the connection to focus on the fight. Arena floor. Sometime during Naruto's inner conversation with Kurama, Lee had taken off some weights and received a huge boost in speed. With his weights off, Lee's speed began even more unbelievable. He was now able to land blows on the Suna Jinchuriki. Despite Lee's powerful blows, Gaara's sand armor proved to be durable as he was still standing and able to fight. Sensing the need for a powerful finisher, Lee resorted to the move designed to beat Niji. Seems like I'll have to show my trump card. Even after smashing him with the front lotus, it still couldn't defeat him. I wish I could save it, but I need to put him down with something more powerful, thought Lee as he crossed his arms in an X. Hashirama Tanku, Simon Kai, 8 inner gates, gate of life release, said Lee. Lee's skin immediately turned red and a swirl of chakra circled him. Shomon Kai, gate of pain release, said Lee as a green aura surrounded him. Everyone could feel the power emanating from his body. It was incredible. A few moments after Lee said that, he vanished to appear underneath Gaara. Lee planted a foot into Gaara's chin that sent him sailing in the air. Lee appeared above Gaara and looked hellbent on causing harm. Gaara's sand shield couldn't keep up as Lee proceeded to bash Gaara around multiple times in the air. Eventually, after a dozen or so hits, Lee decided to finish Gaara. This will be the end. Taman Kai, gate of closing release, said Lee as he vanished again to hit Gaara with a series of quick gut punches. Before Gaara could hit the ground, Lee pulled Gaara back up by the bandage wrapped around his waist. Yura Renge, reverse lotus, said Lee as he hit Gaara with an open-handed palm strike and kick at the same time. Gaara went crashing to the ground as Lee landed a little ways away. There's no way he could get up from that, thought Lee as his right arm and right leg were in pain from using that last move. The same arm and leg were now in more pain as sand crept up his arm and proceeded to squeeze down on them. Sabakakyu, sand binding coffin, said a weak Gaara as his sand crushed Lee's arm and leg. He was trying to move it further around his body, but Guy showed up and quelled that movement. That's enough, said Guy as he took Lee away to the medics. Due to an interference, Shaosagara, said Hate as Gaara was grabbed by his sensei and taken back to the platform. His bijou would assist in healing him. Since there are 3 competitors left, there will be a 3-way fight between Ino Yamanaka, Kiba Inazaka, and Naruto Senju, said Hate as the 3 walked down the steps. Shit. I got to fight Naruto. I would try to team up with Ino, but I know she'll take his side. Looks like it's me and Akamaru. It's no worries, we've gotten better since the academy, we got this, thought Kiba as he arrived on the destroyed arena floor. Oh no, I have to fight my husband. Life isn't fair. If I lose, he'll think I'm too weak to be his wife and he'll never date me. If I win, he'll hate me for embarrassing him. What do I do? Said Ino in a panic over fighting Naruto, totally forgetting that Kiba was fighting as well. Let's see how good my comrades have gotten, thought Naruto as he got into his ready stance. Ino and Kiba did the same as Hate lowered his arm. Hajime. Naruto began with a speedy shunshin and planted a powerful punch into Kiba's jaw that rocketed the Inazaka back to the wall. Naruto then turned to Ino and saw her holding a unique seal. Shintenshin no Jutsu, mind-body switch technique, said Ino as she fired her jutsu at the surprised Naruto. Ino's body fell to the ground as her jutsu flew at Naruto. Everyone was then shocked to see Naruto rush over and catch Ino before she fell before eventually setting her down gently. That was easier than I thought, came the voice of Naruto as everyone became even more shocked. Naruto was hit by Ino's jutsu. With the spectators, wow, Ino got her jutsu to hit Naruto, said Shikamaru, shocked to see the result. She can make Naruto forfeit. To think Naruto would allow himself to be hit by that jutsu. He knows all about it too. Sasuke looked shocked to see Naruto get struck by that jutsu so easily. Sakura was surprised her rival could catch Naruto off guard like that. Naruto was never caught off guard usually. The Konoha Jonin all looked dreadful as they knew that since Naruto was a Jinchuriki, his Bija would be in there with Ino. They feared the worst. Everyone looked hysterical as they saw Naruto tying Ino up with a rope. Back at the arena, nice try Ino-chan, gotta be a little faster. You almost had me there, said Naruto as he felt Kiba approaching. Two Kibas, Getsuga, double piercing fang, said Kiba. He and Akamaru, who was transformed into Kiba, came flying at Naruto in a spinning display of death. Naruto managed to toss Ino back up into the stands to her sensei right before spinning out of the way of the first Kiba. Naruto tried to evade the second but received a cut on his hand for his troubles. Almost had you, Naruto. Let's see how good you do when blind, said one of the Kibas as he dropped a smoke bomb. Both Kibas barreled into the smoke in another Getsuga, double piercing fang, to catch Naruto full force this time. Eventually, the smoke cleared and you could see three Kibas standing in a triangle. One of the Kibas smirked as he decked another Kiba with a punch. I can smell you, Naruto. You can't hide from my nose in a simple henge transformation, said Kiba before realizing there were two more Narutos. I knew that, said Naruto with a kunai held to both Kibas' necks. The Kiba that got punched converted into Naruto before turning into rocks, signaling an IWA Bunshin, rock clone. Damn it, how did I not smell you until it was too late? Asked Kiba. It's easy to pinpoint my location with your nose. But if I'm underground, I'm sure it makes it tougher to find me through the earth. So while that cloud of smoke was in the area, I replaced myself with a clone and hid underground. Then popped out to catch you off guard. Give up, said Naruto as he pushed the kunai closer to Kiba's neck. After a forfeit from Kiba, Hate called the match. Shausa, Naruto Senju. Will all the winners please come down to the arena floor? We have a few announcements, said Hate. Kiba left the arena floor as Naruto stayed. Sasuke, Temari, Shino, Shikamaru, Niji, Kenkuro, and Gaara arrived at the arena floor as Hate addressed them again. Congratulations. You 8 genin are the finalists that will compete in the Chunin exam in 1 month. It will be just like this, except we will find out your opponent right now through selection. You will pull a number from the hat and announce what number you received. We will pair you by numbers. Anko brought the hat toward Naruto as he pulled first. 1, said Naruto as Anko brushed past him. I still remember, kid, whispered Anko as her hips brushed up against Naruto's lower regions. Nice package. That lady again. Is this rape? Wait, is it rape if I like it? Thought Naruto, freezing up again as he felt his blood flowing. Naruto would need a cold shower later. Sasuke pulled his card next. 6, Temari 8. Shino 5. Shikamaru 7. Niji 2. Kankuro 3. And Gaara received 4 by default. Match 1, Naruto Senju vs Niji Hyuga. Match 2, Kankuro vs Gaara. Match 3, Shino Abirame vs Sasuke Uchiha. Match 4, Shikamaru Nara vs Temari. Match 5, winner of Match 1 vs winner of Match 2. Match 6, winner of Match 3 vs winner of Match 4. Match 7, winner of Match 5 vs winner of Match 6. Now that all your opponents have been figured out, use this month to prepare for the finals. Your village will be represented, so fight with that in mind, said Hate as all the genin vacated the arena. 1 day later, the next day, Naruto was walking around Konoha, headed to find someone. Naruto was wearing a simple gray long-sleeved shirt with the Senju clan crest on his back and black pants that connected to his black shinobi sandals. He wasn't wearing his forehead protector at the moment, so his hair was covering his eyes a little. Kakashi had taken Sasuke away into the mountains to prepare him for the finals. Naruto had asked Kakashi for help, but Kakashi informed him that there was already someone capable down by the hot springs. Plus, they had already called dibs on teaching him. So that's who Naruto was headed to find/meet. Upon arriving at the hot springs front door, Naruto heard a weird noise coming from around the corner. Naruto turned the corner to see a man with white hair giggling. Before Naruto could say anything, Ebisu appeared and began berating the man. "Excuse me, sir, it is improper to peek on the women in the hot springs." "I'll have to ask you to leave," said Ebisu as the man never moved. Ebisu noticed the man didn't move, so he went to forcefully remove him. Ebisu reached for the man's collar to grab him and drag him away. However, the man jumped into the air, causing Ebisu to overreach and stumble underneath him. Ebisu was shocked at the man's swift movement, as he was then crushed by the sudden appearance of a toad and rendered unconscious. "Wow, that was so cool, mister. Was that a summoning?" asked an excited Naruto as he approached the man. "Oh ho ho. So you like what you see, huh?" asked the man as he turned to face Naruto. He was a tall man with waist-length, spiky white hair tied back into a ponytail, with two shoulder-length bangs that framed both sides of his face. He had red lines that ran down from his eyes and wore a horned forehead protector with the kanji 4 oil. He also had a noticeable wart on the left side of his nose. The man wore a green short shirt kimono and matching pants, under which he wore mesh armor that showed out of the sleeves and legs of his outfit. His outfit was completed with handguards, a simple black belt, traditional Japanese geta, wooden sandals, a red haori with 2 simple yellow circles on each side, and a scroll on his back. Naruto recognized the man immediately. He had his suspicions when he saw the toad, but the oiled forehead protector cleared all doubt. You're, said Naruto before he was cut off. "I am Myoboku Mountain's monk of the Toad Spirits, also known as the Toad Sage. Jiraiya of the Sannin," claimed Jiraiya as his toad disappeared. Naruto had stars in his eyes as he looked at the sage. "You're better than what I've read about. You taught the Yondaime Hokage, who is my hero. But I never pictured you to be a pervert," said Naruto, a little perverted. Jiraiya looked slightly shocked to see Naruto be perverted. Sadly, Naruto didn't know the first rule of peeking: no loud talking. Inside the baths, one woman said, "Pervert? There's a pervert outside." "Ah. Geez, they figured out I was peeking." "But I'm not a pervert," said Jiraiya. "I'm a super pervert," boasted Jiraiya proudly. "Right. Well, Kakashi-sensei said there was someone here that would oversee my training for the month. Are you that person? If so, could you please train me for the finals?" asked the hopeful Naruto. "Heh, the kid looks exactly like Minato does. Except he has his mother's eyes. He even knows how to ask for training. Why not see what he can do? But I need lunch," thought Jiraiya before he said, "Buy me lunch every day I train you, and I'm in." Naruto pulled out his toad wallet, affectionately named Gamachan. After opening it, he proceeded to cry at how much money he'd lose over the month, but it'd be worth it. 2 hours later. "Hey kid, you should definitely hit that," said Jiraiya to Naruto as he and Naruto exited a dango restaurant. Naruto's face turned red as he remembered the incident. Flashback, 40 minutes ago. "So you're telling me pancakes are better than waffles?" asked Jiraiya as he finished giving his order. "Yes, I could eat pancakes all day. Especially with blueberry syrup," said Naruto as he and Jiraiya were conversing. Naruto and Jiraiya were already talking like good friends after only knowing each other for an hour. Naruto was about to continue speaking until he paused and twitched a little. "Your hot chick sense is going off too?" asked Jiraiya as he felt a beautiful woman approaching due to his own sensing abilities. Naruto went red in the face as he felt Anko arrive, literally. She appeared sitting in his lap with a kunai to his neck. Anko greeted Jiraiya. "Hello Jiraiya-sama, I see you're hanging out with the Gaki, brat." "Indeed I am, Anko-san. It seems you need a moment, I'll be back," said Jiraiya as Anko thanked him. Naruto was mouthing "help me" to Jiraiya as he left Naruto alone. Jiraiya only held both thumbs up as he disappeared around the corner. "If you needed help, Naruto-kun, you could have just asked. I'll definitely assist you with anything," said Anko as she looked back toward Naruto. She then looked down. "Anything," said Anko, a little suggestive. It took all of Naruto's willpower to keep himself from reacting to Anko. Naruto and Jiraiya's dango arrived as Anko took a stick from Naruto's plate. "Seems you're better than I thought. But I'll get you Gaki. Just you wait," said Anko. She placed the dango in her mouth seductively as she slowly ground her way out of Naruto's lap. "By Anko-chan," said Naruto as he sat frozen. "She's still not wearing underwear," thought Naruto as Jiraiya sat back down. "Have a nice talk, Naruto?" asked Jiraiya with a smirk. Naruto merely nodded as he ate the rest of his dango in silence. Flashback end. I have to learn how to handle those situations better, said Naruto as Jiraiya laughed. We'll add that to your training, brat, said Jiraiya as Naruto, and he arrived at a training ground. Naruto, before we start, give me a rundown of your abilities. Okay, well, I am pretty good at all the shinobi arts. I've been told ninjutsu's my favorite. Taijutsu, I'm still using the basic academy style, but I'm not shabby at it due to my speed. Genjutsu, I know how to dispel them and I can cast a few. Though I rarely use them on any ninjas as they can be broken easily. Ninjutsu comes easy to me as I have 3 chakra natures. I have a pretty nice arsenal of jutsu, but I do need some heavy hitters. I'm a level 3 Fuinjutsu user and that's pretty much it, said Naruto until he saw Jiraiya laugh slightly. Kid, I'm Konoha's spy master. I know all about your abilities, even your untold abilities, said Jiraiya as leaned in to whisper, Mokutan and the Kyuubi. You're quite the special kid. Naruto had a shocked face as only Kakashi, Tenzo, and Hiruzen knew about both of those. I should have known you'd know. Yes, I can use Mokutan and about 1 tael of my Bijuu's chakra. Great! Now that that's out of the way, let's get to your training. Since you have ninjutsu down, and I suck at genjutsu, we'll focus mainly on taijutsu and even fuinjutsu, as I'm a level 8 seal master. That'll only be with your time with me. I'm sure your other sensei will help you with your ninjutsu, though I may show you a few special jutsu of mine. Since you don't have a taijutsu style, I'm going to teach you Kawasaki Might, Toad Fist. It's taijutsu only used by toad summoners, said Jiraiya as he paused for Naruto to catch his drift. It took Naruto a few seconds to understand Jiraiya. I'm gonna be a toad summoner. But why would you choose me? Asked Naruto, confused at Jiraiya's intentions. They had just met. What made him so special? Well, it's been a while since I've had an apprentice. I'm getting old and I've been watching you. You seem perfect to become a toad summoner, said Jiraiya as he poofed out a scroll. All you have to do is draw a little blood and write your name in this space here. Place all 5 fingers here, and you're golden, said Jiraiya as Naruto did all the required steps. Naruto noticed he placed his name next to Minato Namikaze, the Yondaime Hokage. I have a new title to add to my name. I am Naruto Senju, future Hokage, ramen connoisseur, and toad summoner of Konoha, said Naruto as he puffed his chest out a little bit. Not exactly, you first have to summon the toad boss and get his approval. To summon, you need to bite your thumb to draw blood, perform these hand seals, boar, dog, bird, monkey, ram, and slam your palm onto a surface while channeling a huge amount of chakra, said Jiraiya before he continued with, you may not get it on your first Kuchios no Jutsu, summoning technique, said Naruto, cutting off Jiraiya as a huge plume of smoke appeared. Jiraiya, why did you summon me? Asked a huge red toad wearing a blue vest carrying a huge sword. The toad also had a pipe in his mouth. Hello, I am Naruto Senju. I was the one who summoned you. Would you happen to be the chief toad? Said Naruto as he leaped off the toad's head to land in front of him. The toad looked down at Naruto and almost had a heart attack. Is this Minato's kid? He's grown up so big. And he seems like a capable shinobi. Where is Jiraiya? I have a few questions for him, thought the toad before he spoke. You summoned me? Heh, well, what do you want as I am the toad chief? Gamabunta, said Gamabunta. Naruto smiled slightly as he said, well, I was told that I needed your permission to become an official toad summoner. So how do I go about doing that? Do I ask or is there a requirement? Pfft, this kid. If he's Minato's kid then of course, but why not mess with him? Thought Gamabunta as he said, of course you can be a toad summoner. If you share a drink with me. A drink? Hey, he has to be 20 to drink alcohol. He'll probably panic about being too young to, thought Gamabunta until he was cut off by Naruto. You supplying? Said Naruto, completely willing to go along with it. Gamabunta looked shocked for a second until he smiled. Summon me back in 15 minutes, said Gamabunta as he disappeared in a puff of smoke. Jiraiya peeked his head around from a nearby tree as he said, I heard y'all were drinking? 1 month later. The next month passed quickly as Naruto was headed toward Konoha Stadium, where the Chunin exam finals were being held. Naruto was wearing clothing similar to an umbu as it was a gift from Tenzo. Tenzo had given Naruto the outfit when he visited him last week. Naruto was clad in a black t-shirt, black umbu-style pants with umbu-style sandals on. He also had on a gray flak jacket like Konoha umbu. To complete his outfit were matching gray arm guards with black forearm warmers underneath. He wore his forehead protector around his forehead like normal as he walked into the stadium. He was halted from going farther, as he was directed to the area for the finalists. Yo! Sup, Shino? Ready for today? Said Naruto to the only other person there at the moment. Hello, Naruto-san. I believe I'm adequately prepared for the fights. Are you ready for the finals? Responded Shino in kind. Naruto smiled slightly. Of course I am. This day means a lot for me, said Naruto, thinking about learning about his parents. Naruto conversed with Shino a little more until he felt a trio appearing. Temari-chan, Kankuro, and Gaara, said Naruto as the trio walked in. Kankuro grunted in response. Temari smiled a sweet smile at Naruto in return. Gaara looked toward Naruto warily. Gaara was eyeing Naruto as he was talking to Temari. Gaara eventually interrupted Naruto's flirting with Temari with a statement. Mother says to be wary of you. She wants you to die if possible, said Gaara as Naruto heard Kurama laugh. Kid thinks Shikaku is a girl. Ha! That's perfect, said Kurama, laughing with Naruto mentally. Kurama had told Naruto about the other Bija. Their gender was also brought up and Shikaku was considered a boy. Well, maybe. But you never know. You could be dangerous as well, Ichibi, said Naruto as the Sand Trio gasped. He knows about Gaara. How much does he know? Does he know about the war? I need to tell Sensei, thought Temari as her blush immediately left at hearing Naruto say Ichibi. Luckily Shikamaru came in and captured Naruto's attention with a greeting. The Sandaime began speaking to the crowd as well, since you could hear his voice emanate through the walls. A few moments later, Sasuke walked in to complete the group of finalists. Naruto took notice of Sasuke's clothing as it was identical to his own. Sasuke was clad in the same outfit as Naruto, except his shirt had a high collar. Naruto fist bumped Sasuke as he said, "Would have thought you'd make a flashy entrance, HN. We were going to until Kakashi got a message from the Hokage saying we had to show up on time," said Sasuke. "Nice clothes," said Naruto. "Seems you got the same thing as me. I'm guessing Kakashi told you about it." Sasuke smirked. "Yeah, I got the Umbu invite as well. We get to wear the uniforms to practice fighting in them. Yeah, they're pretty comfy. You seem rather confident. Good training month?" Sasuke activated his Sharingan as he said, "More than ready to whip your ass in the finals. If you even make it past Neji and most likely Gaara." Naruto smiled slightly. "We'll see, Shino's no pushover. Good luck with that. You better make it to the finals," said Naruto as he heard the stadium scream with a cheer as the Sandaime finished speaking. Seemed it was starting. Stadium floor. "Hello, and welcome to the Chunin exams. I am Genma Shiranui and I will be the proctor for today's event," said Genma as the crowd erupted into cheers. "Everybody please keep your cheers to a minimum as we introduce our finalists." One by one the genin walked out into the stadium. From Sunagakure, Temari, Kankuro, and Gaara, said Genma as each genin came out after one another when their name was called. Hailing from Konohagakure, Shino Aburame. The cheers got a little louder as Konoha was being introduced. Shikamaru Nara, Neji Hyuga. The crowd erupted as the Hyugas were a prevalent clan in Konoha. Sasuke Uchiha. The crowd went even wilder as their golden boy was introduced. Naruto Senju, said Genma as it seemed the crowd somehow got louder. Naruto looked astounded at the cheers. His eyes pondered to the Hokage as Hiruzen gave a smile. It seemed Hiruzen had gotten word around town about Naruto, and indeed he did. Konoha had been informed about Wave, who made Konoha their main trading partners, definitely boosting their economy. The claim of Naruto being the hero of Wave was prevalent as to why Konoha received such a trade partner, and the populace now knew. They were definitely grateful for that. Even a rumor had spread, also from Hiruzen, that since Naruto's body was that of a senju's, the Kyuubi was perfectly tamed inside him. Naruto being a senju had the power to tame the Kyuubi, so the rumors say. People began to believe that Naruto was indeed a hero, just like the fourth had wanted. It only took since Naruto became a senju 3 years ago, up until this point, for it to spread to the entire populace. Naruto never noticed the shift in people's views as he was focused on training and missions with Team 7. He was so happy, and Naruto made a mental note to thank Hiruzen later. All he ever wanted was the village's admiration, and this was exactly how his dreams started. "Get ready, kid, you and the Hyuga are up first," said Genma silently to Naruto. Genma then spoke up loud to address the crowd. "The first match of this Chunin exams finals is between Naruto Senju and Neji Hyuga. Will these fighters stay here while the rest wait in the finalists' box, listening to instructions?" Only Naruto, Neji, and Genma remained on the field as the rest of the group moved to the finalists' box. "Are both fighters ready?" said Genma as both nodded. "First match of the Chunin exams, Hajime,"